Okay,
this
and
banner you sent me, bro.
we are live. Yeah, it looks solid, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream of the tournament. I will leave you with my co-host, Tharshey. Please give him an applause.
Yeah. But yeah, welcome guys. This is I think the third match of the knockouts. So the first game was actually forfeited by the one team pulling out. And by pulling out, they just didn't show. So yeah. Anyway, the second knockout tournament match was between my team, Veni Vidi Vici. So that was me and Omar, and we went up against some Spanish name sounding team that I can't pronounce. But yeah, those. By the way, for anyone wondering, because I did get people asking, am I going to stream my one? So I recorded both those matches, and they will go live as videos. So you guys will be able to see all of my matches. So my team's matches, you will see them as videos on the channel. But yeah, currently we are into the third of the knockouts, and this is between the Iron Company and Rome2Better. So currently both teams are missing a player. So it's actually a 1v1 with both players controlling large armies. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's Rome2Better on attack and the Iron Company on defense. And then after this, for the next round, it will be Rome2Better defending and the Iron Company attacking. And if it's a 1-1 win so far, then we will be going on to a field battle after that. But yeah, right now we're on the deploy phase, so the Iron Company, their player is playing the Swabians, and Rome2Better is playing... no, that's just the moderator's unit over there. Yeah, okay, if we go on this side, Rome2Better is playing Eastern Rome. So, yeah, we are on a barbarian settlement, so this is a nice, interesting map. This is Casagas, I think, right? This is the other one. And yeah, this is a interesting side to attack from. Objectively, I think it is the hardest side to attack from because you have to deal with two choke points. There's this one choke point over here, which is this long hill, and the defender can put archers up here and shoot down and absolutely wreck your units. Or you have to just push through this choke point over there. Now on this side, I do think it's a bit easier to attack because you can push through here, you can attack on this much wider front, and if you want, you could put a couple of units over there if needed. Now, if we look at the army compositions of both teams, we can see the defender does have pikes. He's got Germanic pikes. He's got stacked with Swaby warriors and axe unit. Interesting. He's got Germanic... Oh, he just brought normal Germanic archers. Interesting. No elite Germanics. I guess try to save money. The range and everything is the same. I'm pretty sure the stat difference is mostly with their melee stats. Maybe a difference in ammo. But yeah, he's got full Germanic archers. He's even got a unit of crossbows over there, Germanic crossbowmen. And he has a decent amount of cav. He's got 2 units of Royal Swaby Cavalry, a Germanic mounted warband, and his general is Swaby nobles. So 4 units of cavalry, which is interesting to see what he does with this. They have 2 defensive onagers. I don't know what this one is firing at, but this other one is shooting, trying to probably target the enemy arty, but I think... Nope, is it in range? Yep, I think it's in range of the arty. Yep, okay. So the attacker deployed his large onager within range of the wall arty, which is something he's going to have to be careful of. He does have shots going off, though. Okay, right? No, never mind. It looks like the... No, is he? Oh yeah, no, he is going. He's going for the attacking arty. Yeah, I assume Danny, so Rome2Better. Yeah, P is going for the defending arty as well. No, what? He's shooting at the gate with his artillery rather than the defending arty. Okay, I have no idea why the player is doing that. It doesn't make any sense. The biggest threat to his arty is the enemy arty right now, since it is within range. Like, he deployed his arty within range, and it could get shot at. I mean, it's nearly out of ammo, but that is a risk. Okay, now, is he... Yeah, no. He's still... Okay. Again, I don't know why he's going for the gate. It really doesn't make sense. Unless he's going for the tower and he's missing. Okay, yeah, so he blew open the gates with the artillery. He's used up about half his ammo to do that, though. So, again, I don't really know why he decided to do that. Oh my god, that arty shot just missed. Yeah, if I was him, I would have just used it on a 1 wall breach if he wants, or maybe 2 if he wanted. And I would save the rest of the ammo for hitting troops. Unless he wanted to use the RT to knock down towers, that is honestly fair enough. If he wanted to blow up both towers, that's okay. But outside of that, I wouldn't be using it to knock down the gates. Unless he forgot to bring a battering ram. No, he does have a ram, so yeah, I'm not sure why he's doing that. Trumpo, welcome to the stream. Danny is attacking. So Danilo is attacking for Rome2Better, and Iron Fist is defending for the Iron Company. And it's Swaby on defense against the Eastern Roman Empire on attack.
The enemy draws near.
Huh. Danny has some Atari God on the tower? 2 units of Atari God on the towers, okay. Does he not have any more? No, he's got enough inf. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, look at this! The Sally! The Sally! It's just a small Sally, but still. Royal Swaby Cav, as well as the Germanic Mounted Warband. Did he bring any cavalry? He's got his gen, the Magister Militum. But no, outside of that, it doesn't seem he brought any cavalry. And he also brought full archers, no crossbows at all. Yeah, I mean, that's a very interesting army comp and strategy. Oh, look at this. Yep, he lost one of the RT pieces to the defending RT. That's not good to see at all. But yeah, I'm not really sure why the Eastern Roman player is... I mean, his army comp's not bad. It's just not good either. I probably would have swapped out at least one. At least one archer with a crossbow. Maybe 2. Just so if you get stuck at a choke point really bad and you need something to punch through, you could make it work. But yeah, he has no crossbows and he has no cavalry. And look at this, yeah. So these Eastern Armored Legio are down 40 men. Germanic Mounted Warband have taken 5 losses. The Cav has taken about 20 losses though, so that's not good actually to see for the defender. How did he do that? It must have been the throwables from the Eastern Armored Legio. That's fine, he needs to get more infantry up there. Yeah, get more infantry up there, get your throwables ready. If any of the Cav charge here, all these Atari God and the Legio throwing will destroy them. But yeah, it's an interesting thing to see no cavalry at all on attack. I mean, I understand it because, you know, in a settlement it's kind of hard to use it. But I would bring at least 1 unit of Cav outside of your gen, because most players are going to be too afraid to actually use their generals, you know, to deal with something like a Salia. Like, I mean, he could do it, he should do it, you know, get his gen over here. If this guy charges in, charge his general in. That's fine. Even if the other Cav comes to support, send over all your infantry at that point, and you'll be okay. But yeah, if you have another unit of Cav, then at least you do have something to deal with something like a Sally. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here, though. He's also staying within range, I think, of the crossbow. I mean, maybe not. Maybe the crossbow won't have range yet. But it would be interesting to see the crossbow shooting outside the settlement if those infantry push up. But right now, Iron doesn't really have to do anything because his only defensive points are over here. He's completely abandoned this front part of the city. And I hope the attacker makes use of that, tries to maybe burn it down a bit. But he's playing Eastern Rome, so he probably doesn't have any units with a raider ability. But yeah, the defender is just holding this choke over there and that choke over there. And that means he's free to micro all this cav for as long as he wants. Or at least, you know, until the attacker starts putting pressure on his main defensive points. Anonymous Khan, did you play it? Yes. So, as I said slightly earlier in the stream, my team is Veni Vidi Vici, and we played both our matches about an hour or 2 back. So we went up against the team with the Spanish name. The video for that will go live in a couple days. It's already available for members, but for everyone else it'll go live in on the 17th, and the second match will go live on the 19th. So yeah, I'm not streaming my matches, but I will record and post all of them. Over here, Danny has captured the gatehouse. He's now funneling in all his infantry. And honestly, that's a smart play to make. Just get your entire army in the settlement so you don't have to worry about the cav anymore. But then again, it's also... I do think this attacking from this side is a bit iffy. I would probably, if you wanted to actually put a decent amount of troops to attack on this side, I would put half an army there and have your other half of your army on the other side. But to micro that as a solo player is probably a bit too hard. So maybe they would have done that if he did have a teammate with him. But yeah, over here he still just got his troops. Oh, this unit's thrown. Have they gotten any kills though? I don't think so. I think they just threw, but the cavalry pulled out in time. They baited the full unit of Javies, or the full unit of darts from the Legio there. I would also swap out the units that are out of throwables and get them in. Or he has spears, wait, he has spears and pikes. So he's got 4 units of competences spears, he has 4 units of men on outboy. That is the perfect counter. Put your 4 spears there, put your 4 pikes there, and block this area off, and there's absolutely nothing the defender can do about that. But in the meantime, I think he's just going to move in all his Atari Guard, move in all his archers. He does not want to lose any ammo to that. Radek, welcome to the stream. Good evening all. Hope the players have a good game. Yep. Right now it's a 1v1 between Rome2Better and the Iron Company. Hopefully for match number 2 their teammates will have joined them. But we'll see. There we go. Isam and Legio are moving up. I think he's going to use the throwables. Then again, guys, remember, these pikes are, what, 3 lines thick or something? They're covering this entire choke. This is a pretty wide choke. And because of that, you can get infantry in to the actual front lines of the pikes even easier than you would otherwise be able to do. Okay, no, he's going to charge out. Yeah, he's going to charge the Noble Swaby Swords. Oof, got a volley of throwables off. They're going to charge in. Eastern Armored Legio are going to counter charge. They don't get throwables off, and it is a depleted unit. But he's going to try send Atari Guards to support, but this is where the archers are going to come in. So 2 units of Germanic archers firing, probably using heavy shot for the bonus against infantry, shooting at the Atari Guard. Danny is using the throwables on the Atari. I mean, smart, but also I don't know if it's worth doing that. If he's just, yeah, he just ran them up to use throwables. That is not worth it at all. His Atari lost so many to these archers. These archers got like what, nearly 40 kills? 40 kills on a Atari Guard unit. So he lost 1/4 of his units. He lost 100 men out of his units. And he did that to get 4 kills with throwables. That is not good to see. I don't know what he was thinking there, but that's unfortunate, you know. He needs to conserve his infantry. He needs to conserve his very good inf. And they're still getting shot, down to 60 men. These archers picking up some easy kills on the Atari. These Eastern Armored Legio are getting no kills. They're just being slaughtered. So this is not a great start for the attacker. Losing infantry very poorly there. Getting units killed off for basically no reason. He does have a bunch of archers over here. And now he should either push them in and use them to fire, or push them around the side. So what he can do is he can set them up over here, all the way on the side of the settlement, and from here he should have the range and he'll have a lovely angle, and he can shoot straight into the enemy archers. But if he wants to shoot archers, he can do that. If he wants to shoot the pikes, he can set them up over here and shoot over here, and he'll get a lovely side shot into the pike stack. But yeah, he's got... Oh no, look at this! Look at this! Swaby Noble came around the side, and that is a full unit of Armored Sagittari dead. Oh, that is horrible to see. That is horrible to see. Armored Sagittari unit is full ammo, and now it is dead. Honestly, guys, if you're going to bring archers and just let them die with full ammo, better not to bring any archers and bring an extra sword unit, honestly. But that was not good at all. This general pushed in, got 108 kills in seconds, and is running away now. The other archers are still there. He's finally moving his general over. Again, I'm not sure why he's dealing with the defense this way. The easiest way for him to have done it is set up 4 pikes. There's nothing out here with throwables. Set up 2 pikes there, or 1 pike and a spear. Set up the other pikes and spears on this side. Have your general, if you're worried about cav, have your general on this side with some other stuff. This is why it's always nice to have an extra unit. And look at this! Germanic Mounted Warband! I don't even know. They ran around, and now the RT is going to die. They ran around his units. He's not paying attention. The Eastern Armored Legio are just standing there. Cav came around, and even though this is a depleted unit, it's going to do enough. And the throwables are killing his RT crew! He just friendly-fired his RT crew. All the throwables that were used up. Yes, they killed the 20 man or however many units were left, but they just slaughtered his RT crew. If he got his RT crew out there, he would still have ammo. And they're still throwing at literally the one retreating guy. That is horrible. That is horrible to see for the attacker. And if it keeps going this way, it looks like the defenders are going to win this one very, very easily. As for here, yep, look at that. Eastern Armored Legio, full unit got absolutely ran through. This is Attila, guys. Cavalry is king. And this cavalry just proved a point. 200 kills on the Royal Swaby Cab. This unit of infantry got absolutely dog-walked. Eastern Armored Legio completely dead. He's sending the other unit over, but I mean, and now he's sending Atari God. I mean, even if they get the throwables off and they kill 20 men, if this cav runs into them, they're still going to die. So Danny is currently bleeding troops. If we look at the troop count, so Allied Man is defenders. They're at 4,700. Attackers are at 5,300. The defenders, though, have only lost about 100 men, while the attackers have lost nearly 1,000. So that's currently a 10-to-1 KD ratio. Very, very interesting to see. I would love to drop in on the call and be like, what the heck was that? But I'm sure the player is under enough stress and I don't want to add to that. What I will do is I will speak to him after the match is over. But yeah, couple very, very, very bad moments for the attacking player. Losing his RT, it probably could have saved the crew, honestly, if it wasn't for his own men murdering them in the back. Then he lost a full unit of archers. He lost a unit of his Eastern Armored Legio there. His attack on the front line, he sent a depleted Eastern Armored Legio unit forward, which got absolutely wrecked and basically just gave free experience and free kills to the Noble Swaby Swords. He pushed up by Atari as well. They just got shot to death by the archers in return for 4 kills from their throwables. So it's not looking good for the attackers. Alexander, welcome to the stream. It's just over, gang. It's not over yet, but it ain't a good start. Danny is not dealing with the challenges he's being presented. He's not dealing with it very well. Cav is in the back. Royal Swaby Cav are hidden in the woods over here. May go for... Okay, he does have his spears looking that way, but... they may get a charge on the pikes or something, pull them out in time. Maybe another charge on the archers. He has his gen sitting over there. At this point, just move them all inside because you obviously aren't handling the fight outside the walls very well, so it's probably safer just get them inside, get them to safety so you don't have to worry about that. Eastern Armored Legio over here are having a duel of throwables, so remember, Noble Swaby Swords are going to win this because they have throwables with 100 AP damage. I think the Eastern Armored Legio probably have a better muscle block chance though. Got 10 kills. Noble Swaby Swords are at 82, but that is also including the kills from earlier. Voice of Regret, yo, welcome to the stream, man. Yep, look at this. Look at this. I told you. I told you. Royal Swaby Cav getting a charge in on the pikes. Oh my god. He's trying to charge the spears there. The Cav's going to get out pretty safely. His gen, I don't think we'll be able to catch them. What speed are both units? 70 speed on the general, 70 on the Cav. Okay, wait, he may have got... Yep, he may actually catch the Cav out. He may get to kill it. The player is still going to try and pull out though, but he's going to lose men fast trying to pull a unit out like that. Hopefully he catches them. He popped... Oh no, he popped steady. Danny popped steady on his unit out. The defender wasn't paying attention though. He may actually get the unit out. He may actually get the unit out. He pops steady, which drops his unit speed by 25%, so his Cav may not be able to catch, but his own gen is coming in. The Swaby Nobles are coming in. They're going to try and kill the Magister Militum. He does have a unit of Competenza Spears that are running over, but yeah, we'll see. Oh, they're getting throwables off. They're getting throwables off. Oh my god. We may just see Eastern Rome's general die over here. I don't know why he's... Honestly, don't use your throwables, defenders. You've been playing well so far. This is a mistake. Just charge in. There we go. Yep, now he's doing that. Just charge in. Turn your shock cav around and charge in as well. Actually, no. I know why he's doing that. He's going to try and pull the shock cav as far away as possible. The longer the general chases, the farther away he is from infantry support. And the only infantry support that there is ain't going to get there anytime soon. So let's hope his general is better in combat and is able to win that. That being said, there is still 30 men in the shock cav units, which is at over 300 kills. So we may see that shock cav come in and absolutely annihilate the remainder of this general. Right now, it's losing anyway. Okay, so the Eastern Roman general is losing in melee to the Swaby general. And now the shock cav is coming to turn things around. But with this spears, it could be enough to tilt the balance of power. He's also sending a unit of Atari God. Again, I don't know why you're doing that. If we look at the pikes, 20 men lost there. Looks like 20 lost there as well. Did every single... Okay, yeah, so 3 units of pikes lost 20 men and 1 unit lost 40. So that's 100 pikes dead already from the shock cav. And the general's also going to die here pretty soon. Now would be the point to pop steady, actually. It would be much better. Spears are still running over, but he may lose his gen. He knows he can't pull out. If he pulls out, that cav unit is going to be absolutely decimated. His general is breaking. Oh, there we go. There we go. We have the enemy general dead. That's Eastern Rome without a general. Rome2Better have killed the Eastern Roman general, and it barely cost them anything. So they've killed the general, they've injured all the pikes, they've killed the artillery, or, you know, the Eastern Roman player kind of killed his own artillery. But yeah, they've wiped out a unit of Atari, they've wiped out like 2 Eastern Armored Legio, they've lost, it's just not going good, guys. It's not going good. Look at this now, we have Atari guards charging up, they're at half health. Same with the Eastern Armored Legio that's supporting them. The archers are just having a field day over here. They have amazing positions, and they're just peppering these guys down. Now, they are going to be taking on the pikes, but again, this is Attila. As you can see, a lot of the men run straight past the pikes because the pikes are spread so wide. The wider your pikes are, the less effective they are. But yeah, you can look at this. Eastern Armored Legio in the front lines. Atari Guard as well. The pikes are keeping some men back, but luckily the axes will, you know, take the brunt of that. And these units are low on men, and they are going to start wavering. They're going to break pretty soon as well. And remember, with the general dead as well, it's going to hurt even more. Now, this Atari Guard unit is here by itself. He needs to be careful. I don't know why he's trying to chase Cav down. He's never going to catch that. Just pull them back at this point. Your gen's already dead. This Cav could turn around at any point and just absolutely annihilate that unit half Atari. I join and he loses his gen. Yep. Trumpet kept telling me Danny was selling. Danny is literally selling. I'm yet to see it. I join, loses his gen. It's over. I'll be real. It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. The defenders have barely used up any of the resources available to them. They're using up some archer fire at the moment, but that's just to absolutely annihilate. There, look at this. Armored Sagittari with half a unit left just shattered. The unit ain't broken. It's shattered. It's gone. It ain't returning. His other unit is here trying to shoot back, but yeah, he's got 2 units of archers trying to shoot back against like 6 units shooting at him. Or 7 units shooting at him, so that ain't gonna be good. Is this the first match or second? This is the first match. Danny about to be outclassed by Trump. The archer fire is brutal, yeah. People, I mean, in the pre-game lobby, Danny was telling us he's good. Unfortunately, no offense to the man because, you know, I like him, he's great. But that's not how you take a cab charge either. Wow. The Royal Rome2Better Cavalry coming in again. Eastern Armored Legio lose their entire unit in a single charge. They try to get their throwables up, but it killed nothing. I don't even think it threw. And that is a full unit of Eastern Armored Legio dead. They're down to 1 man. And these cavalry, you don't even need to give them chevrons in the lobby because they're just going to earn their chevrons through absolutely brutalizing enemy units. They're at over 300 kills. And you know what Danny's great idea is? Let's send another unit to do the exact same thing. Minus any of the throwables the previous unit had. Luckily, he did stop. The unit was braced, and because it was braced, he did take slightly less damage on the charge, but it doesn't matter. The unit is still going to take a ton of damage, and with the general gun, it's going to break even earlier. And there we go, another unit of Eastern Armored Legio dead. I'm sorry, guys. This is just too funny to watch. Oh, God. The Cav is going to clean up another 40 kills. They're up to nearly 400 kills on that unit of Cav. Oh, my God. All he has out is these 2 units. I don't think they're going to make it in alive. Where's Danny's teammates? I don't know. He was supposed to be here, but he wasn't. And kids, this is why heavy knight cavalry dominated the late ancient all medieval times warfare. Yeah. I mean, if this was Rome 2, he would probably be fine. Let's be real. Because in Rome 2, you know, Cav is kind of useless. Cav is actually just basically useless, especially compared to Attila. And if you charged in a unit of your Cav, the infantry would take some casualties, like maybe 10-20 men, and outside of that, it would be fine. You know, honestly, it wouldn't really be that big of an issue. And just look at all these troops streaming out of the settlement. All the Eastern Romans just running away from the fight as the units break. Oh my God, the amount of units broken. There's like 4 units breaking there. Oh, and the cav is coming around. These Atari gone, and these spears are not making it back in the settlement alive. But I guess that is why they named their team Rome2Better. They named their team Rome2Better because, you know, they wanted this tourney to be in... Oh my God, this unit just broke. 90 men left. But yeah, they named the team Rome2Better because, you know, they're better at Rome 2, I would guess, because in Rome 2 you don't really have to worry that much about flanking, about, you know, being cycle charged. Even if there is cavalry, yes, it can do some damage, but it's not as brutal as in Attila, and you could still, you know, survive. Unfortunately, this is not Rome 2 for Rome2Better. You know, they should have gone with the name like Attila better, but yeah, they're kind of being absolutely demolished right now. These Atari God are going to try get their throwables off, but let's be real, he doesn't even need a pullback. He should just charge in right now. The unit of Atari God will shatter and break and be absolutely demolished before these spears can do anything. As for the spears, I don't know why he's worrying that much. Just charge your general in. Just charge the general in, let the spears fight them head on, and then just charge them in the back with the other depleted unit of Rome2Better cavalry. You'll win and you'll absolutely cut them to pieces. Never mind. Oh no, it looked like he was using his cavalry to kill the retreating troops, maybe to pull chevrons. He is up to 2 bronze chevrons on the unit though, so there we go. Okay, they throw 1 volley, but it doesn't matter because they got 1 volley off. They killed, I don't know, maybe 10 men, and now the unit is crumbling. And that's the unit of Atari God gone. Just wrap it up at this point. Yeah, this attack ain't much of an attack. And the thing is, the defender is gonna win with only kills on like 4 units. Let's be real. Danny is too used to Tanakud Cav. What's that supposed to mean? He's too used to Tanakud Cav. Tanakud Cav is even more powerful. If that was a unit of Mavia's chosen, they would. The only difference is the opponent would die even quicker. And he brought no cavalry. But yeah, guys, after this match is over, I'm gonna go back and have a talk, and see what happens, see what the attacker and defender has to say for themselves. Then we'll come back to this call and be for the next match. He's too used to using his throwables to wipe out the cab in 1 shot. Bro, even then, even light cab, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna wipe them out in 1 shot. But yeah, Rome2Better cab, they do have armor. They have like 60 armor, I think. Yeah, they have 60 armor. But still, I would take Tanakud Cav over. Tanakud Cav is light cav, so it's a lot faster, and it does a ton more damage on the charge. Having armored cav ain't bad though. Having heavy cataphracts and stuff is not bad at all. Genuine miracle needed? I don't even think if I was given the remainder of his army if I could make a comeback, because he just doesn't have much of an army left. If you look at the balance of power is so far in the defender's favor, it is crazy. Defender has lost under 600 troops, and the attacker has lost over 3,400 troops. That is an insane, absolutely insane kill to death ratio. If we look at his cab, let's see. His general is sitting at 200 kills. One Rome2Better cab at 334. The other cab at 700. It's brutal out here, boys. Defender could Salia, maybe even Winterby Festival, everything can happen. Yeah. I mean, Defender has the numbers. He could just send out all his Noble Rome2Better swords and just cut the remaining troops of Eastern Rome to pieces. And there's nothing Eastern Rome can do. Eastern Rome is now the Defender. But still, Danny sold is so bad. Yeah. I just want to hear what he has to say, because he did tell us how good he was before we started this. I said he's, Oh no, this map gives me PTSD? Rage. I'm sorry, but hey, I'm glad you played it, bro. I respect the hell out of you for playing that match, for playing both the matches and trying your best. Danny is just pushing troops up here to use throwables. It's really not going to do enough damage. In fact, if I was Irons, you don't need to play it safe anymore, bro. Just push up. Okay, you can't do anything on this side, but just push this way completely. There's nothing Danny can do. At least he broke a pike. No, the pike's shattering only. Oh. Iron's throwing it to the back of his own units. Because he's throwing at the unit that's close up. Iron has probably done more damage to his own army than Danny has. Yeah, he's pulling the swords back. He's getting his archers back in position to shoot, but this match is over. Danny already lost it. Oh, the archers are going to target the Atari. There you go. Atari is down 10 men already. Now they're down 20 men. The unit of Legio there broke. The pikes are in combat. But again, pikes are not going to hold on such a long line. And without any other unit to take the front line, these noble Swaby swords are just going to push in and absolutely kill the pikes in melee. We have done ours till the next round of ones, yep. Aren't you taking part in the tournament? Krishna091, who, are you asking me? If so, yes, I played my matches today actually. I didn't stream them, I recorded them, and they will go live as videos. One is already live actually as a video for members only, and the other one will go live, well, after that. But the first one goes live publicly on like the 17th, I think. So we'll just have to see. Yep, he's trying to use throwables again. At this point, don't even use throwables. These archers should just all just aim for the Atari while they're sitting there. Because they're just sitting there trying to use throwables. Just kill them. By the time they finish all their throwables, the unit will be dead. That's another mistake. A lot of people, they think, no, you have to use all your throwables. Push your unit up, use all your throwables and stuff. Sometimes it's worse. Like, in the case of Veer, the amount of men that he lost just trying to use throwables was absolutely disgusting to see. He lost more men than he killed with all the throwables combined because of the enemy archers just peppering him down, plus the enemy's throwables hitting him. Camjack, I'm late. Why is the attacker at a disadvantage? The attacker's at a disadvantage because he died. A lot of his units died. So he lost his RT out here, got charged by Cav, and then the RT crew got shot in the back by his own units. He had like 3 or 4 units of infantry that just got ran over by cavalry. His general got caught and murdered by enemy cavalry. A lot of his infantry just got shot. A lot of Atari got. He pushed up a bunch of troops to use their throwables, and they just got shot to death by the enemy archers. His archers over here, he tried to duel them like 2 units to like 8, which obviously didn't turn out good. As you can see, there's lots of dead armored Sagittari, and the enemy archers over here, there's like no dead ones because barely any died. A couple died over here, but that's about it. So yeah, the attacker is just being demolished by the defense so far. He does have one more match to try and win. If he wins that, it goes to the field battle. If not, well, he's screwed. And yeah, look at this. Defenders moved up his crossbows, making use of this angle to just shoot point blank into the enemy. And they're still doing this. They're still trying to use their throwables. It's not worth it. Your troops are sitting there and just getting shot in the face. Like, at least it's Roman troops and they are in formation, so they're trying to do something. But the crossbows are just going for the Atari guard there. There's really nothing you can do. Why did the Yeti's gen get trapped so easily? I don't know, man. I don't know. By the way, I'm new here. Saw most of your Total War videos. They actually are awesome. Yeah, from Prolo's Pro V Noob videos. I'm glad you like them, man. Yeah, I've set up quite a few Pro vs Noob stuff. I set it up, we play it out, send the replay in, and Apollo is covered quite a few of them. He hasn't covered all, but he's covered quite a few of them. And, you know, they got a lot of exposure there, which is great to see. And yeah, I'm glad you're here now. So welcome to the channel, man. Crossbows, 100 kills so far. They've barely used up any ammo. And I think they're mostly killing... Yeah, look at this. They're not even aiming... Yeah, they're not aiming for the East Armored Legio. There's no point aiming for that. So instead, he's going to kill 3 units of Atari guards that are down so many men. Oh, God. Honestly, if I had to title smash it, is what not to do when attacking in a Total War Attila, because it's going bad. And guys, I know from this commentary it just sounds horrible, but it's not, right? I actually know the player. I'm friends with the player who's attacking. It's just bad to see the way it's going. It's just, there's no other way to put it. It's just going terribly, and there's not much else to say. Like, look at this defense. It's one singular choke point, and I don't know why the attacker chose to attack on this side. I mean, if you're attacking on this side, that's fine, but also attack on the other side. Have the defense spread out. I know he doesn't have a partner, so doing that, he probably should have just attacked on this side since he can't focus 2 sides at once. But, yeah. Crossbows barely used any ammo, up to 125 kills. Yeah, I saw all, like, from when you started uploading till today. A few are left in my watch list. Okay, well, I'm glad you're enjoying all the Total War videos, Krishna. Rage quit. I shouldn't have played Warhammer 3 all night. During our first battle, all I was thinking was 8x8. Oh my god. You know what you should have played, Rage? You should have played Attila all night. You should have run a campaign and just fought every single battle. Gotten yourself used to Attila. Because, if this was Warhammer, if this was the fight, right, in Warhammer 3, right, and the attacker was at this situation, but they had, I don't know, Scarbrand, Archeon, they had Vlad and Isabella, well, that's a completely different story. You charge them in, they soloed the whole army. Or they spam Winds of Death and everything here dies. It feels like I'm watching a pro vs noob again. Oh, yep, well, I mean, the way this battle went, it kind of did, yeah, seem that way. And over on this side, yeah, he's still got units over here. He should honestly just push this way. Push out there, push down here. Defender doesn't need to worry. The balance of power is far in his favor. He's lost 1,000 men. The attacker has lost 4,200 men. So, it's the defender is trading at a 4-1 KD, which is absolutely crazy. Warhammer 3 was the best way to motivate me to play Warhammer as trading at all. But my 50 Skull Taker with his Bloodthirster buffs is just not the same as Attila. Yeah, you can't just run around with your gen, bro. You need to ensure you play well, you play tactically, you play strategically, you play very carefully. Because remember, in Attila you have to be careful of things like, flanking, cycling, all of that stuff. You have to make sure you use the correct ammo and all of that. In Rome 2, you also need to kind of do that, but it's a lot more forgiving, If you don't see something, or you miss something, or your unit gets flanked, it's not the end of the world, because, it's very stat-based, and if your units are elite, they're just going to sit there, they're going to hold, and they're going to do a ton of damage anyway. Danny has given up. He's just charged everything in. He charged in 3 units of Legio, 3 units of Atari together. Honestly, he should have done this earlier. It probably would have taken less losses from all the crossbows and all the bows. But yeah, now he does have... Oh yeah, no, this is actually going to be terrible. The defenders have 2 units of pikes stacked on top of one another. So normally the way the units will get in, they're not going to be able to do that with the second pike unit. Plus they have a sword unit and an axe unit to hold the front line. So the pikes are just going to get free kills. The infantry are going to do nothing but die. And the archers are going to continue going to town. If you have a look, all these archers have some really, really good kills. Crossbows nearly at 200, the other archers nearly at 150 each. The archers are out of ammo, 130 on that one, 100 on this one, but it still does have off ammo. And he's just arcing his shots down. All these pikes are gonna die before they reach the front line. So he brought 4 units of pikes, but I don't think any pike is gonna have a single kill. These 2 are ready, that one is wavering. It's shaking and it's gonna break soon and then shatter. The other pike's nearly dead. Yeah, he's just charged everything now. He's just charged absolutely everything forward. Just put the fries in the bag. Would you say the barbarian maps are better map trades for a noob? No. To defend or attack? It depends on what you like, honestly. City maps are really, really, really good to defend, honestly. They are really good to defend. I just like barbarian map aesthetics more, personally, and I like fighting on them. But if I was defending from all the tournament maps and I wanted to defend, I would, and I wanted the easiest defense possible, or you know everything stacked in my favor, it would definitely be one of the city maps. That would be the best choice. But yeah, as you can see, all the archers here, they're all using heavy shot, and they just have a beautiful angle, arcing all their arrows into this blob of infantry. And this is just a slaughter, boys. An absolute slaughter. Wait, maybe the defender lags out. If the defender lags out, the attacker could still get a win. He could still get a win. It would be incredibly funny, but it could happen. Swaby using pike and short tactics wasn't in my bingo card, yet yeah it is. Yep. I like our battle to be known as the Battle of Mud Hut Mount. I'll keep that in mind, Rage. Got some lag in this match. Is the attacker going to try a push through? The thing is, does he know how to do a push through correctly? And even if he does, it's kind of hard to push through 4 units, especially 2 units of pikes. It's going to be more costly than anything. Oh yeah, he is trying to push through. He is trying to push through over here. But he's going to lose everything. Pushing through in Attila, guys, remember, yes, it can be done, but it is extremely, extremely brutal, and it's very, very punishing for your units. You will take a lot of casualties, and you only do that when you have overwhelming numbers. Most of his army has just completely shattered. That's what happens when a general dies. You get units of 153 just shattering. That is what happens. And there we go, Cat's coming in to clean up. Finish off anything remaining. Charging through the gatehouse with the oil, they don't even care at this point. And that is the end of the first match. The defender losing 1,200 men in total, 1,300 men in total, and killing over 6,000 attacking troops. So that is crazy. Shogun is also not the same as Attila. Ooh, I have no clue. I have played Shogun. I've played it a little bit, but I haven't played it in years, so I would need to go and have a look again. I play Attila, Rome 1, and tried nothing else. Maybe Rome 2, but something makes me go about it. Don't know what. It's probably just because it's probably Rome 2 is probably a better game for a new player to get into if they don't want to worry too much about, you know, their mistakes being punishing towards them. Because if you make a mistake in Rome 2, because of the arcadey nature of the game and the stat-based combat, it's a lot easier to recover from it. And until you make a mistake, you pay the price and you die. But yeah, if we look at the kills, archers basically got probably under 100 kills for all these archers combined. Atari got basically getting nothing, Legio getting nothing, Pikes getting nothing, Spears getting nothing. Basically his entire army getting nearly nothing. If we look at the defender kills, 660 kills on the Cav, 340 there, 200 on his gen. His 2 Pikes doing solid. Most of his army is still healthy as it hasn't really fought much. Couple axes getting 250, and his archers getting absolutely crazy kills. 300, 200, 150, 200, 200, 200, 200, and 250 on the crossbows. Okay, guys, we're going to tab out. We're going to go over and have a look at the VC and see what they have to say. Elmar, I will be back just now. Well, that was a brutal match.
It was.
Tharshey, did you see the battle?
Yeah, I streamed the whole battle. Danny, you made so many mistakes. You need to watch the stream afterwards, Danny.
I lost connection. What the hell?
Danny,
Yeah,
after you've done this, you need to go watch the stream and look at every mistake I point out, because you told me before, and when I said
I don't care. I don't care about that.
But how did you play this? You played it like you were playing Rome 2 or something. Ay.
Okay.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
he
about?
basically
I couldn't do anything against
I
Cavalry.
almost lost. I forgot the gatehouse had oil, and I almost lost a whole bunch of my cav at the very end.
I saw that.
Yeah. Alright, Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Who would you like to be?
They
You
have to
are
join. What?
I'm the
the
attacker.
attackers. Are you unable to join?
Is Brixus joining? If Brixus is joining, I feel like they
He's
should
not
pick
in.
one of their factions first. Then I pick, and then
I'm
they
already in, dude.
Yeah, he's
No,
already
you-
here.
you-
Alright, password is 4321, Danny.
Well, Siege's defenders always pick one faction first.
No, I'm king. I typed it out, but I said error. for some reason.
Okay,
So, like,
that's
I'll
fine.
keep on
That's
doing
fine.
it.
That's fine.
And then-
All right.
No.
Okay.
Exactly,
Which
it's-
Brixus? Who would
Well,
you like to be?
pick,
Who would you
who
like to
picked
be?
first before? Danny, did you pick first?
No, defenders
Yeah,
pick first.
I
Yeah, then
no,
you
I
speak first now, Aaron.
no,
If
why?
you- if you-
No, I picked first.
Oh, well,
I picked
it's
first,
meant to be
you know,
You
defenders
picked
pick
first last
first,
time,
but
so
yeah,
it doesn't
it's fine.
matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
There's two of you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
just go ahead and pick, Danny.
I lost connection again. What the hell? How do I keep
I
losing
see.
connection?
I didn't like Attila that much. Was
It's-
Shogun
it's
2
the
Border
next
2, but
second,
after
but
him,
everything was
I
fine.
recommend I given all these.
No, everything was fucking fine before.
I would
Brixus, do you wanna
100%
pick-
recommend Attila. It is
I could-
definitely
what?
worth it.
Brixus,
Would you like to
pick.
pick your faction?
Pick your faction.
I
All
thought
right,
that's
everybody,
what-
shut up. Stop talking. I'm the only one that should be talking. All right. Okay, Brixus.
Yeah, I got a. What the fuck?
Okay,
just
I'm
made
gonna
friends.
start a new lobby. This one's cursed.
Yeah.
So what
Call it
happened?
match
Like, they
4,
also
so
got
that
out
way
of-
we can differentiate.
Oh, my game
It's
crashed.
just
But
gonna be
what
the
exactly
same name, but
happened?
matched redo. All right, same password.
Give me a second. I'm gonna get back in. While I just a restart
spectators
my
as well.
game. So
All right, I'm in.
Okay,
I should be in.
Brixus, switch sides.
Brixus, yeah, coming with me.
Okay,
All right, make your faction.
Other extra spectators.
Brixus is gonna be the Franks. Okay, Iron Fist.
Okay.
Who are you gonna be? You cannot be the Swaby. It's gonna be the Vandals.
He picks the same faction. Oh.
Okay,
Yeah, pretty much.
Danny, who are you gonna be?
Frank. I think I'll play as the Visigoths.
The Visigoths. Okay, you guys have 10 minutes. Your timer starts now. Defenders, you can only bring half an army, obviously, and only spend half the money that you have. So that should be 9,000.
Yeah.
And then Iron Fist, you know the deal. You can spend all your money and you get double what you normally get.
12 of those.
Okay, can do that. I could do something.
I'll be
like
back
this.
in
Oh wait, what?
a few minutes.
How much money does he get?
He got 24k.
24k.
And we spend. Oh,
You all have
9K.
18 each, but you're only allowed 20 units, max 6 of a
9K.
unit, and you spend 9k.
Yeah.
But yeah, Danny, you can't blame my VJ Weasel comparison from earlier.
so can we beat
No,
the
I'm
full
the-
army or no? I don't.
They would have fell a lot sooner. Trust me when I say this. You haven't played them with them. I have.
But watching you handle that was painful, bro. He ran your infantry down. You killed your own artillery crew. You shot them in the back and murdered anyone that was left alive.
I didn't even notice that.
Your general got absolutely butchered. Your pikes got recharged and murdered.
He had cavalry and I had none. It makes sense. That's what happened.
No.
I get
No,
it. What
no. You can with no cab. You could have still got your entire army inside with basically no losses.
But
And you almost did get your whole army inside.
no, think that Tharshey. But even like if he actually got the army inside, he had better range than me. He could have murdered like everything with the bow.
He wasn't using any of
You
the
understand?
25 extra range. You would have won the archer fight. It was the 8th age, you would have won the archer fight. You didn't. Half your archers were sitting there just dying.
Brother, he was.
Danny, I'm telling you what you could have done. You're arguing with me when you literally just lost that fight.
That's a good point.
Then you didn't do it.
I will be doing it eventually. If he wins the next knockout as well, I'll be fighting him.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't be.
Yes, if he defeats your team, then he fights Trump's team. If he defeats them, then I fight him.
And considering I beat Trumper's team last time on a 2v1 field battle, I think I can do it again.
Yeah.
Okay, but I am thing is that I am. As soon as like we wheel came, he started losing. So honestly, I think it's a different kind of problem.
It's
With
so
that.
weird. Gotta channel your inner Trumper for the 1v2. Nah, I don't think so. I think he's got this no matter what. I mean, maybe with Brixis here it may be different, but we'll see. Plus, it is a defense, so it's a lot easier for Danny this time. So we'll see how that goes. Did you ban
Oh, this map.
all the city maps? So you've got 2 Bob settlements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
My team's matches were on the 2 Bob settlements as well.
I forget what
Hold
the barb
on.
settlements look like.
Can you please tell me how the tournament is working? Like, how is the matchmaking done? Basically, all the teams signed up. A couple teams fought for qualifiers. Once that was done, for knockouts, everyone got put up against other teams via a wheel. So they just basically spun, and the teams that got matched up got matched up. Good night, people. Have fun. Yep. Good night, Radek. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Oh, that's way better. Yeah, let's do that.
And you're basically running
Wait,
the same faction two times
yeah,
in a
6
row.
minutes left. How's everybody doing?
Except I'm running a slightly better faction.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's better. It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Brixis,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
are you? You shouldn't be able to afford all those gold chevrons, dude.
What?
Why?
Like 9k max.
It's 9k max.
for us.
You should have 9,000 left over.
Wait, so we're getting half money? Okay. You know what?
Well, yeah,
let's add it.
because-
Yeah, all right, I'm just gonna copy your army then and see what it costs.
Yeah, no, it's max.
There's
I
no
max.
way.
I spent as much. Yeah, I spent as much as I could, obviously.
Yeah, I told you not to.
Yeah.
Okay, so you spend 9,000 gold. Okay, so
Yeah, no.
just remove all your chevrons.
So this is because he's on his own. What you're saying, yeah.
No,
Yes.
because when you're defending, you only have 9k. The only reason the money is double is because he needs to build an army for 2 people. Regardless of whether...
Yeah,
you will only
Dude,
ever
okay.
spend 9k unless you're playing by
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. Dude, okay.
No, yeah. Now I have to check you extra closely to make sure you're not cheating, dude. That's really annoying.
That's just bullshit.
Well, mine's like.
No, it's not bullshit. It's
even
keeping
fun.
it fair. It's the opposite of bullshit.
Mine is like.
Well, no, if his teammate showed up, then it would have been 2v2. That's just... Considering it pre-started the battle, the show started at 22:30, I don't really care, dude. So, yeah.
I mean, if you guys want to just be forfeit and quit the tournament, that's fine with me, dude. Saving me time. Like, I don't need the attitude, and I don't need none of this bullshit.
Good luck, Ian. I'm sorry my stupid Wi-Fi is out. You're fine, Baron. You won the first round. You're all attacking now, though.
Okay. Are there any infantry that have
For the Vandals, I think no. I think the Vandals when I actually have the Raider build, but at least the infantry don't. I do know the Cap do, but the infantry I am not so certain about.
Yeah. If it's the Raider ability, you're correct. I was looking for
Yeah.
Raider ability in Vandal Infantry. They don't have it.
Yeah. So maybe do, which honestly I kind of feel like Iron you should just split the factions. Vandals first and then Swaby. Not gonna lie, like you.
You're not entirely wrong. The problem with Swaby is the Swaby Raider Infantry don't have any throwables. The Vandal Berserkers have throwables.
Yeah, true, but I mean, for that be like.
Actually,
like,
why am I talking to you? I'm about to beat you up in a video game. Again.
Okay, but also bear in mind, I played with 40 like minutes once before, so not
3
really.
minutes
I have-
left.
I was
To
also
that
playing with
degree.
40 units. I don't see what the argument is here.
No. Iron. I'm saying like, it's literally my second time ever like playing with actually like 40 units in Attila. It's actually my second time
Well,
ever playing.
I
so
guess
that
you
was
should
a
have
bit
practiced that.
I mean, I guess, but I think that while I was expecting Brigus to be here, like he told me he would be available, so I was kind of
I told you
expecting that.
22:30, so, you know, 22:30 it was. And it should have been, again. But, whatever.
How did your rounds go, Tharshey? You'll see, Peter. The video is going public for that on the 17th, and the next one on the 19th. 40 units is no excuse, ask Trumper. No, true. It's whether you're paying 20 or 40, it's the same thing. It's just you have
that's
2
right.
extra men.
Trumper beat us.
No,
beat
yeah,
me and Peter
again.
together with 40 units.
Again, I'm saying my second time where I'm like playing with that. The first time I played them was like a few,
Yeah,
You have a
no,
minute,
no.
40 seconds left to finish your armies.
What?
2 months ago, I think.
What Weasel was saying is, it doesn't matter whether you're using 5 units, 10 units, 20 units, 40 units. It really doesn't matter. It's just you have more troops.
Micro does.
Then if you're not gonna micro, well, just play it in a way where you can minimize the amount of micro you have to do. Don't go chasing off everything. Just group up, noob square, and move forward like that until you get everything into an area where it's safe for you.
Alright, you have 1 minute left.
Very close. He was struggling harder than ever before and almost didn't make it.
Not deployables, right?
Hey, Tharshey, I got a question. How many men did I have left over after the?
You lost 1,200 men to kill 6,000.
Not deployables.
No deployables, but you do get a wall arty.
So you'll get a wall arty each, and you'll get barricades.
Yeah, and barricades, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm following King, but I feel like wanna like check my army, but I think.
Brix says, where have you been though? I haven't seen you around in forever.
Working problem.
Check. I'm checking Iron Fist. Let's see.
What?
Yeah,
What
you're
then?
good.
Tharshey asked, where have you been?
I haven't seen you around in months.
Alright.
Yeah,
Danny
I
Brixis,
know,
ready up. Danny Brixis, ready up.
Every time you
ready
guys set up a scenario, I don't see the notification.
Make sure you have your equipment.
Do you have the Total War
roll? You
roll?
wrote me for the. Yeah, but like last
I left
time, Danny.
Alright, everybody, quiet. Do you have your wall arty?
Yeah.
And your barricades?
Double check, yeah.
Am I allowed to go kill King's general?
If you want, but you should be wasting
barricades,
ammo.
I mean, if you wanna do
don't
that,
have
How do we
but
get using ammo?
Alright.
I mean, like you choose, I guess. I mean, it's
Good luck.
He wants to stat pad his cavalry a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Get free chevrons.
Alright, Apex, are you here still?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was just
Can
letting
you
guys
send
know.
Brixis and Danny and
Well, I can
Aaron
just
into
move
their
myself. So,
Yeah, I will. I
things?
will.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Wait, what? I'll just gotta wait for the game to load up first.
Sorry guys, I'll tap back in just now. Okay, boys. Why isn't King just spectating like you? I don't know. I have no clue. Apex spectates when he moderates. I guess they both have different ways in which they moderate. But yeah, we have a solo player attacking against 2 defenders. Let's hope that Rome2Better does a bit better this time, and yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. We have a look at the armies. Elite Germanic archers from the Visigoths as well as from the Franks. Infantry-wise, got Thracian warriors, Germanic warband. What is this? More Gothic Falksmen, Gothic Palantina defectors, some Gothic pikes, Royal Astrations, more Royal Astrations, Germanic spearmen, Germanic nobles for the Gen, more Falksmen over here. Got some sword hearband. Yeah, and then some Thracian warriors and stuff, Elite Germanic archers. Okay, it's not bad. And let's see, where are they gonna attack from? They're attacking from here? Then the defenders can get both their... Actually, if they attack from here, the defenders can get both their RT pieces up. And this is actually a very nice spot to defend. If they hold just here and here, they can keep the attacker completely bottled up here and bring this into a field battle. I mean, this is the only good spot to attack from. Attacking from here is way too narrow. It's 1 choke point and you will die. Same thing for this side. So... He only has the chance to attack from here. The only other option would be if he attacks from here and from here. That wouldn't be too bad because then you're at least applying some pressure, getting rid of these arrow towers, which, can be an issue later on if you have to push up this side. Getting rid of that, and you're applying pressure over there, forcing the defense to split up their forces. But again, doing that solo is probably not something he wants to do. He does have his entire army hidden, so the defenders may not know what he has. He is okay. Now this is something we haven't seen so far. Last round, the attacker had his arty within range of the wall arty. It looks like, okay. So he's got his arty out of range of the defending wall artillery. So the wall artillery can do absolutely no damage to the enemy artillery. It can do no damage to the infantry because it can't see anything. It's all hidden. Unless they just go and try to bombard an area, assuming the troops are there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens over here. They do still have one wall arty here. This is Brick Sisters. I'm not sure if he's going to move it over on this side or not. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. They are on the historic battlefield of Mud Hut Mountain. Will history repeat itself? Will the solo player win? I don't think that's history repeating itself. I think that's alternate history. How do you know how Tharshey went? Oh, are you talking about he played against me? That is true. Morning, Course. Welcome to the stream, man. You just missed one of the most brutal tournament matches that we've seen till date. I mean, except for my matches. But outside of that, you just missed one of the most brutal matches ever. The attackers got annihilated. They killed 1,200 of the defenders, and they lost all 6,000 men. It was brutal. It was crazy. But now it's the opposite way. The Rome2Better team is defending, and the Iron Company is attacking. Again, maybe the Rome2Better team cussed themselves with their name. So, we'll see. Maybe they pull this off. If they do pull this off, then we get to go into a field battle. 11 p.m. for me? Nice. It is 11:15 here. Yep. Oh, look at this. He has some cab hidden around the sides. Vandal Raiders. So he's brought some raiders so that he can burn the settlement to the ground. Same thing on this side. Got some more raider cav. Yep, and he's going to use that to burn the settlement, do as much settlement damage as possible. And even though he's by himself, it looks like he is going to carry his team through. Now, what we're going to be interested to see is, well, I mean, okay, the defenders, I mean, they have 10 minutes to set up, but I'm not sure how long it's been. But I wonder if they're going to hold the wall at all, if they're just going to sit back here, try hold this choke with the barricade, put another barricade there, because they could do that. They could put a barricade, have a bunch of infantry over here, or even over here, have archers supporting, and they could just hold this line. This could be their Maginot line, basically. Like that, just like that. They could do that. Or maybe they hold the front. They could hold the wall like this. Or they could try hold like that and then, have something like there. Try and use their archers out there. But then again, they will be kind of, stuck. And then the enemy archers can just, spread out along this entire wall. And just shoot back in. And I don't think they brought any cav. I don't think they're going for any type of sally out. So, yeah, I don't think they'll be able to cause any issues for the attackers in that terms. They moved a lot of the infantry back here, though. Germanic Spearmen, Feltzmen, Palatina, Defectors, Thracian Warriors, Pikemen, Germanic Nobles. Interesting. More Germanic Pikes, Germanic Spears, got some Archers. Okay, it looks like they do have at least half their army just defending the final stand. So they are going to give up most of the settlement. Now you have to remember, guys, when a team gives up any part of the settlement. I mean, sometimes you're forced to, you have to fall back and you have no choice, you know, but if you give up too much of a settlement for free, then when your troops are fighting later on, you are going to be fighting, you know, at a big disadvantage because they can burn all these buildings, they can burn all of this down, burn all of this, and once all of this burns, your settlement damage is going to go pretty high, and then you're going to suffer from the lower morale, suffer from the lower melee attack, and the lower melee defense. Now, the attacker doesn't seem to really be worrying about, like, his arty or his archers too much. He's got some infantry nearby, but he's got a lot of cav, you know, he's got cav hidden, he's got swordsmen hidden in the woods, he's got cav spread out everywhere as well, Royal Swaby cavalry as well set up over there, and yeah, I think he knows that the attackers, or the defenders, sorry, are not going to want to sally out on him, and he has enough cav to feel safe about that, so he's just going to spread out and, you know, take this at his own pace, which honestly, you know, is the way. If you dictate the terms of the engagement, you're going to be pretty fine. But yeah, what do you guys think? Who do you all think is going to win this? If you were a betting man, people, who would you be betting on? Rome2Better or the Iron Company? Iron will win, not Danny? Okay. No confidence that Rome2Better can make a comeback, I see. From most of Apollo's videos, I believe that hammer and anvil from calves are strong. Does that work in a tell? Yes, then how do I do it? Because everything will get them killed. You hammer and anvil and you wipe out the entire enemy unit in that charge. That's how you do it. You can disengage in Attila, but you have to do it in a specific way. And you can only do it depending on the situation of your unit. If you've charged in and completely knocked the enemy unit down, you can pull out. You will get the charge damage and you will get the kills from that, but you won't get the kill from, you know, like the 5 or 10 seconds that the charge bonus transfers over into your melee attack, etc. But yeah, Attila is brutal. If you make mistakes, it's going to punish you. If you don't make mistakes and you play perfectly, you're going to be able to absolutely demolish your opponents. That's basically the way it works. The better you play, the more rewarding the game is going to be, and the more punishment your opponents will receive. Iron from Alexander Anonymous Khan. Iron, considering the way Danny treated his gen last match. Yep, okay, so far everyone does think Iron will win this. I personally am supporting Rome2Better. I'm supporting the defenders. Just because I want to see a field battle. I really want to see field battles. I love field battles. And so I want to see a field battle unfold here. Whether that will is a different story. But we'll see. There we go. We've got teams readying up. Now guys, once this match starts, you know, some of the first things you're going to notice is one, a lot of towers forward deployed, so when he does want to run up, it's going to be much quicker. Two, how far and how spread out his attack is. Doing this is a bit risky, but again, if you're sure that you have cav superiority and you don't have to worry about any sally or anything, you honestly are going to be okay. And the reason his arty is so far back is because he has his arty firing at the edge of its range, okay? At the absolute edge of its range, and the defending arty can't do anything to stop it because the defending arty are all small onages and their range is a lot lower. They can't even see any of the units that are in range. They can't even see those units. Maybe they can see this one. I think this one is flickering in and out of hidden. But yeah, the attacking arty is 100% safe from the defender's artillery, which, you know, is something that even I made a mistake on last match. I mean, in my match, I had it within range of the defending artillery. Lucky my ally had his towers moved up nice and quickly, and they didn't really fire do anything. Now, if we look over here, what is this? Okay, this is that's the moderator's general.
The enemy have destroyed our siege engines.
Oh, hold up, are they? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, this could actually be really smart. They may be using their defending artillery to take down as many siege towers as possible. If they burn down like 4 siege towers, or even just, I don't know, let's see, this has full ammo. Maybe he burns 2 siege towers down, another one burns down from that. You know, if the attacker only has like 4 siege towers and a ram, that is only 4 points they have to defend on the wall and the gatehouse. They may just want to hold the front. That could be extremely, extremely good for them. But I don't think they will, because look at the defense. The defense is layered, but it's layered pretty far back. It does look like they're going for the French Maginot Line strategy over here, which honestly is not bad. But if they do this, right, if they do enough damage and take out enough towers, also don't go for the heavy siege towers. Go for the mediums first, because right now you just want to deny them more points onto your wall. So burn down that one, and then go for the heavies afterwards. But yeah, if they do enough damage to the siege towers, I mean, I know he has an artillery and he could just open up all holes in the wall. But if he does that, that is still a win for the defenders. Because, let's say, right, they burn this tower and they burn this tower. This artillery burns that. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 siege towers, right? Or let's say they use even some of their archer armor up and they burn everything except the ram and 2 towers or 3 towers, right? That means you can hold this very easily. If they advance their troops to actually hold the front, and the attacker doesn't want to, you know, come through 3 singular points, he's going to have to use artillery ammo up. If he uses arty ammo up on the walls to make holes, that's going to be very, very tough for him, because he's going to use up a lot of ammo doing that, and he won't be able to use it later on to attack the enemy troops. So, you know, that can work out pretty well. I hope they use up all their ammo. Can you finish this tower off? 34% damage? Yeah, the heavy towers are much harder to deal with. Probably just shoot the medium siege towers. Oh no, they're trying to get some kills on the infantry. I mean, yeah, it's so spread out. It's not going to do that much damage. And plus, these are cheap Germanic warband. That's probably the reason why he brought the warband, just because he was going to use them to push up the siege towers. I guess they're trying to get some damage though. But yeah, let's see. I'm not sure if the defender should give that much ground and not defend the arty. So attackers... I mean, to be fair, the arty is out of ammo, so both arties are out of ammo, so losing it doesn't really matter. But the towers, Attila towers are actually good. In Rome 2, towers are really not that good unless you pick the Scorpion or Ballista towers, which do some decent damage. But even then, Attila towers are really good in terms of they're balanced to where they're not overpowered or anything. And, you know, if you destroy them quick or you take care and you target towers and get rid of them, you know, that's gonna, you know, help you a lot on the attack. But they're also good enough to where if you do defend the towers, if you do hold the towers, you know, over time, they are going to be able to rack up a decent amount of kills, you know. They're actually going to be able to contribute to your defense, and that helps to incentivize actually holding the walls. Like, if you don't hold the walls, then a lot of stuff, you know, it's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, in Rome 2, if you don't hold the walls, the enemy capture the towers, which, I mean, I don't know, I feel that's kind of silly, but whatever. But even then, you can just pull out of range of the towers and don't have to worry about them at all. Attila, if the enemy capture the towers, it destroys it, which means that the enemy don't have to worry about being shot by them anymore. But also, by doing that, the defenders permanently lose it. They can't recapture it or something. And because the towers do a decent amount of damage, they're losing potential kill power. Potential killing power of this tower is just gone. I mean, they're moving up unit now of Freeman from Brixis. Freeman are very cheap, but honestly, he should have had them closer. If you defended this tower with unit of Freeman, you probably could have done enough damage to where you don't lose the tower, your Freeman don't die, and you kill this unit off. Okay, there we go. There we go. He's going to have to charge in. Okay, he may just save the tower. That's good to see. That's good to see. Try and save the tower, but probably should have burnt that down. Burnt the medium siege tower at least, so there'd be 2 less towers they'd have to worry about. Tharshey, what is your fave Total War game? Total War Attila, by far. I have, what, 4.5... No, I have like 4,100 hours in Attila. My next most played is probably, I don't know, Medieval 2 with like 100, or Warhammer 3, I think, with like 100. And that's only because of playing that campaign I'm streaming on Warhammer. If it wasn't for that, my Warhammer 3 would be at like 60 or 50 hours. I will probably use his ammo on the wall. He likes that more. I mean, fair enough. If you want to do that, honestly, make it easy for your attack. Go for that. But then again, if they're not holding the wall, you don't need to do that at all. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful. Look at that. Now, that was not badly done at all. They fully killed off the Germanic warband. Some of us left alive, but these Gothic Palatina defectors will kill it. They've rescued their tower, which is great for them, and they're going to be able to use that to, you know, try and do some more kills, do some more damage over time. This tower is smoking. It's at 46% fire damage. If the tower keeps firing at it, maybe the tower burns and they lose one access point onto the walls. The victory point on this map has got to be a stronghold. 2 choke points with long push-up and indestructible walls. Yep. The victory point here is pretty nice, especially if you have archers. If you have archers or skirmishers, like having a unit of Javies, honestly, or 2 units of Javies on this wall here is amazing, because you put them on this wall, they have a beautiful angle into the side over here. And even if the troops try to face you, you can just wait until they attack. When they attack, you still have that beautiful throwing angle into the sides of the units, which is amazing. But yeah, they're recapturing this tower. They've secured this tower fully. It nearly got fully captured, though. You saw how yellow it was. It nearly got fully captured. But yeah, they're going to hold with some Freemen, some Palatina defectors. They've got some Germanic Spearmen and Germanic Warband. Spearmen to hold, Warband to do damage. Oh! RT on auto fires, sending in some troops. They got a decent shot here, actually, burning quite a decent amount of the unit over here. If that, they probably should have used explosive shot. Would have done a lot more damage. But then again, I think that was just a lucky hit by the Arty. I think he's still using the fire ammo because I'm assuming he's aiming for the towers. Because if the defenders are actually holding the towers, then it's probably worthwhile for Iron, for the Iron Company, for the attacking player to get rid of the towers with his artillery. Oh, there we go. There we go. He killed the wall. And the wall collapsing has done some damage to the infantry because the infantry was too close. That's kind of funny, watching this unit of Vandal Berserkers charge over the wall when there's a massive hole in it right next door. But yeah, he's sending in the Berserkers. Berserkers are going to do some good damage. Defenders were a bit slack on their response there. I'm not sure why. They don't really have to micro much of anything, so... Yeah, that's interesting that they took so long. They should have had the warband behind, so it got a charge off. As it is, I don't think I saw them getting a charge off. He's going to send up, yeah, he's sending up some more berserkers. He's going to send them into the gap over here. And he's going to try run them past, actually. He's going to try get them through so he can flank around and hit those men from behind. Tower over here still doing some decent damage. Freemen are injured. Governing Palatina defectors are looking the wrong way. Okay. Half the unit is still standing here and just dying to berserkers, while the other of the unit is trying to run away. Charging the Freeman in. Oh, look at this. Berserkers getting throwables into the back of the defectors. Okay, Freeman came in to charge. Berserkers get a little bit of counter charge off there. Freeman aren't going to do anything to Berserkers, but their watchtower is going to do a decent amount to these Berserkers. Yeah, look at this. He flanked around. All of these units are going to break. These units are going to break really, really quickly with the flank. Yep, there we go. Both units have broken. They haven't shattered yet, but from the casualties they'll take, they'll definitely shatter. And this unit of Vandal Berserkers, it's down to 80 men. It's running up to capture this tower. Maybe these towers will do enough damage to it to where they don't catch it. But it doesn't look like the defenders are going to put any more effort into holding the walls. The units actually returned. They actually returned. They're still running out. They need to call them back in. Call the units back in. Try and do something. Yeah, try and get a charge off. Maybe he's not paying attention. Tower here getting some amazing kills though. Same for this tower, guys. And this is why I like Attila's towers so much. They're not useless. They can do good damage over time. If you defend your towers will defend you. If you don't and you give it up, that's fine. You know, you can give up your towers. You can instead go for a safer placement or a more defensible position. But by doing that, you're doing that in the knowledge that you are giving up one of your very potent defenses that your settlement comes with. True. Do you ever use mods for Attila? It depends. So I'm playing the East and Western Roman campaign, co-op against very hard AI. So basically, me and Omar, we're playing a co-op campaign that we are live streaming, and we are using mods for that because we're using 5 mods that buff the Huns and the White Huns. That basically makes them absolutely incredibly, brokenly overpowered. From them being the horsemen of the apocalypse, they become the ending of the entire universe with how destructive they are with those mods. But yeah, outside of that, the only mods I rarely use are map mods when we're playing custom settlements and stuff for scenarios. The only other mods I would say would be the overhaul mods, so like Dawnless Days, which is the Lord of the Rings mod, or maybe the Seven Kingdoms mod, but that's about it. And okay, there we go. 3 towers gone, unfortunately, so the defenders have lost their towers, they've lost their gate. The only thing they were using to hold were those few troops, and that's about it. Now, we do have Gothic Falxmen and Sword Heerband holding on this side. The archers, yeah, or is this Throwables? I'm not sure if it's Throwables or if it's Archfire. No, it looks like Archfire. Coming in for the Falxmen. Falxmen are going to try and get some cycle charges off, get some damage going. They're down to 100 men. They have 40 kills. The Sword Heerband are broken though. The Vandal Berserkers absolutely cutting through them. Vandal Berserkers doing a ton of damage. They do have a unit of Vandal Raiders over here. The reason for this is they're using the Raiders to try and burn the tower. Yeah, the tower is at 71% damage, so the Raiders are throwing, or they were throwing anyway. Falxmen are charging in, but yeah, there we go. Okay, tower is gone, and yeah, the Raiders are gonna do... I mean, they're charging Falxmen, so yeah, the Vandal Raiders should probably get a decent amount of damage off. It wasn't the greatest charge though. Oh, and there's Throwables coming in here from the Gothic Palantina Defectors. Oh, a bit of lag, a bit of lag. Will someone drop? If the attacker drops, I do believe the defenders win outright. If one of the defenders drop, they still have their ally to hopefully carry them through. But yeah, okay. So he's not going to push the barricades yet. There's only archers. Did they bring any crossbows? I know their factions have crossbows. No. Absolutely no crossbows from the defenders. Okay, so they don't have any crossbows to use on the barricades, but they could still put their archers up there, and the archers will still do pretty good damage there, so we'll see. They got him another unit over here. They're charging the Gothic Palantina Defectors at what? The Vandal Berserker at 7 men. And now they're going to turn around. That's horrible. Yep, oh my god, look at that. Look at that. If the attacker did that knowingly, was a good play. Okay, there we go. They killed it quick enough. Getting a charge off. The problem is the defenders are charging out over here, and they're going to need to send another unit to cycle. Otherwise, they are not going to beat Noble Swaby Swords. The Noble Swaby Swords will cut a hole through these defectors, so they do need to send a shock unit to try and cycle through that. But if they push too far forward, they could expose their flanks. What they needed to do was just put the defectors over here and put them in formation. Defectors have shield wall, they have Testudo, put them in Testudo and sit there. Not 12-12-80. I actually do not like 12-12-80 at all. I mean, so what 12-12-80 and Dawnless Days both do is they make the vanilla combat of Attila a lot more stat-based and standardized. So basically, it makes the combat closer to Rome 2 than vanilla Attila. I mean, obviously, it's still going to be closer to Attila because, you know, the mod is based on Attila, but the mods change the vanilla combat and start moving it more towards what Rome 2 combat is like, which is a lot more stat-based and a lot more standardized across units, instead of the way Attila does it, which is, you know, a lot more tactical and strategic, and, you know, where tactics, strategy, morale, flanking, cycling, all of that stuff matters a lot more. And because of that, I really don't like playing 12-12. The reason I still enjoy and I still play Dawnless Days is because it's Lord of the Rings based. So I play Dawnless Days due to the fact it's Lord of the Rings. That is the reason. But yeah, I really like 12-12-80. My favorite mod for Attila. I like Dawnless Days 2 as a new mod. Doesn't have much, so I like Medieval 2 mods for Lord of the Rings. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't get tired of vanilla Attila. I just play it all the time, so there's no real need for 12-12 for me. Oh, look at this. Attacker going for a streaky strat over here. So what he's doing is, he's going to put his units on the wall, and he's going to run them around. Yep, he's going to run them around the defense. run them completely around the defense. Now, they do have a full unit of Sword Hairband and a unit of Gothic Falxman in the fight there, so that's not good for them at all. They do have a depleted unit of Palantina Defectors that is trying to stop that, but this is a very small unit of 20 men. They're going to push through there pretty easily. Okay, there we go. The defenders do see that. They're running some Germanic Spearmen. Okay, there we go, there we go. Good, good. He's moving his Falxman. He's going to charge his Falxman in. Let them combat that. The Sword Hairband, yeah, I don't think they're in formation. Yep, they're not in formation. I don't know why. He's not charging them in. I mean, I guess maybe he couldn't click the button in time before the new unit charged in, but he needs to get them into shield wall. In shield wall formation, the unit gets bonus attack against infantry. But yeah, okay, look at this. So this was a risky play. You saw that, right? The attackers, they tried to get a unit around the side here so that they could try flank around or flank that way, but the defenders handled that really well. So they charged one unit from here back, and, you know, they charged the Falxman back there, they charged the spear down, and instead of the defenders being flanked, the attacker got himself outflanked, and that's a Noble Swaby Sword unit that only has 80 kills and has lost more than 100 men in the unit. Now the spears here are going to get a bit of a flanking attack on their side. They're not in formation either, and they really need to be in spear wall formation, because otherwise the spearmen are just going to get cut down. But yeah, the thing is now they need to decide, do they want to keep holding here or not? Either they send up support to hold this, or they leave it and they pull back. And it looks like they're choosing to leave it and pull back. Now the problem for by them doing this is, if the attacker just pushes through here, yeah, I think it's going to happen. If they fully fall back, their barricades were a waste. So the barricade they placed here, is going to be an absolute waste of time. Unless they're only abandoning this front and they're still going to hold here and here. If they still hold these two spots, then at least this barricade won't be a waste, at least not yet. But I guess we'll just have to see what they do. Definitely, I mean, yeah, the defense is going better for them than the attack, that's for sure. Allied man count, so the attackers have lost, what is that, 1,400 men? The defenders have lost 1,400 as well. If they keep trading 1-to-1, they will win this. They do have more men than the attackers, so that's good to see. Maybe we get our third match. Come on, Rome2Better. Even though I despise your team name, I want you guys to win. I want to see a field battle. Question, guys, for everyone watching. If you remember my earlier question, I said, who do you think would win? Iron Company or Rome2Better? Everyone's still betting on Iron, or do you have a little bit more faith now that maybe Rome2Better can pull off something? Sword Hairband. Now, Sword Hairband are not bad. The problem is they don't really have a great charge bonus, which is fine, but the army comp has been both wrong because Sword Hairband are not meant to hold the line. If you look at their stats, they do have a 35 charge bonus. It's not the greatest, it's not the highest, but it's decent. And they have a very good base melee damage and melee attack. Their health, their armor, their melee defense, all of that is not that good. These guys are not meant to sit and hold the line. They're meant to come in and deal damage. Maybe they won't be able to do as much damage on a charge as like the Gothic Falxmen, which have insane charge bonuses, but they're still going to do good. I mean, Francisca Hairband, they only have 37 charge bonus, and that's an axe unit. Remember that. So they're going to cycle charge their Francisca Hairband. They're going to cycle charge their axes. But the Sword Hairband with the same stats are not getting the cycle charge treatment. Instead, they have to hold the line, which is why I said it was a bit of a mistake. They needed to get units to hold the line that are built for holding the line. And then they need to use all the other units on the offensive. They need to use them charging in. They need to make use of the very high attack and defense. If you want to hold the line with a sword unit, and put them in formation and sit there and hold, you need to make sure the unit has good melee defense, good armor, good health, and obviously a nice formation. Where's the Omar? Come on. Also, I'm in the streaming channel, Omar. You can hop in if you want. A little bit more, but still iron. Okay. A bit, but iron still. Okay. Tharshey, do you think you could have done more with Attila? Do you think they could have done more with Attila? I mean, yeah. Basically, the simplest thing they could have done, right, is Thrones of Britannia. They shouldn't have sold that as a separate game. They were just being greedy over there. What they should have done instead is this. Release Thrones of Britannia as a DLC for Attila, and really, just like Age of Charlemagne, they could have added Thrones of Britannia on, like that. Attila would have been one of the most fleshed out titles they have, because you would have vanilla Attila experience, which is amazing. You would have the Age of Charlemagne campaign, which a lot of people love. You'll have the Roman expedition stuff, and then you'll have the whole Thrones of Britannia campaign. So that would be great. And the thing is, it works as a DLC as well because it's a saga title. It's only got like 6 factions or 8 factions. All the faction rosters are basically copy pasted from one another, and it's really not that big of a game. It doesn't have enough content to be a singular game, you know? It should have been a DLC for Attila. It would have been an amazing full DLC for Attila, and I think it would have sold really well along with the base game Attila. You excited for Medieval 3? I am excited for Medieval 3, but I'm more excited for Warhammer 40k, just because I'm a really big 40k fan. And yeah, look at that, guys. So that barricade absolutely wasted. The unit of archers they sent up here lost about half its unit nearly for 1 kill. So remember, guys, by them losing 63 men, that is a lot of ammo lost. They were trying to use the barricade, but they just got shot down by the enemy archers. Remember, you can't do that though, right? So they have 1 archer they're trying to send up here. It's obviously going to get focused down, and it's going to die to those 3. You have a couple options. 1, you run it back and forth and just archer dodge, and you slowly lose the unit and lose all its ammo anyway, but at least it does cost the enemy more ammo. Or 2, you move up multiple units of archers, you have them there, and you actually fire back and duke it out with them. Yeah, okay, the attacker here, he's going to send these 2 units of noble sweeping swords. He is going to attack this barricade and get rid of it. And so as you can see, the attacker completely trivialized the 2 barricades. Completely trivialized the 2 barricades. So I know a lot of people, right, as you'll see this, especially for those of you guys that came to my channel from Apollo's channel, from one of the Pro V Noob videos where, I abused the hell out of my barricades and absolutely slaughtered the attackers. When I attack, I make barricades useless. Iron attacking here, he made the barricades absolutely useless. Yes, the defenders have 2 barricades. How many kills did they get from it? Nothing. Because the attacker made sure he attacked in such a way that the barricades just couldn't be used effectively by the defenders. So yeah, both barricades going down, no damage done. And he's got all his troops up here. They are holding over here. Got some Gothic Malatina defectors. Again, I don't know why he's charging them in, guys. You don't use them like this. I mean, yes, they have good attack and defense, right? Yes, their melee stats aren't the greatest, but they do have this. They have mobile Testudo. Testudo is a solid formation, both against archers and also just to hold the line. And yes, while you should have units that are tankier holding, in this case you have the Falksman for your cycle charge, okay? You have the Falksman over here to do all your damage. So what you should have done is put these guys in formation, have them in Testudo, let them soak up any ammo that they can, let them just hold the enemy back while you cycle your Falksman. These Falksmen are breaking, they're down to 77 men, they only have 17 kills. Over on this front here, we have the Axis. This is Germanic Warband. Yep, Germanic Warband charging against Noble Swaby Swords. They are winning, but that's just because it's a full unit against a very depleted unit. They definitely need some more help. Francisca Heerban is here. It was in formation, in shield wall formation, but they are moving it out. And yeah, they have lost this flank over here as well. And they're going to retreat completely to the final stand. They better get that archer out of there. And I don't know if they're aware they're running the units away in formation and is running very, very slowly. Brixus may not realize that, and the attacker, yep, the attackers are going to catch them out. They may even catch out the archers. Maybe not the archers, but they're definitely going to catch that out. I would go for the Francisca Heerban. He may charge into the Warband to play it safe. Yeah, nope, he's not going to realize. That's going to be a full axe unit. Okay, there we go. He realized. He finally realized and he pulled them out. But it's going to be too late. Unless they have Cav to hold or something. Yep, there we go. The shock Cav's coming. Okay, there we go. They're going to shield wall. Yep. Honestly, that's the best chance. Just put them into formation or let them throw. There was no they weren't going to get that unit out. I have noticed that cycling works so bad when the holding unit is in formation. It works fine, honestly. And if the holding unit is not in formation, it just dies too quickly. There's no point. I mean, you say that, but you got 50 kills on that unit, and the holding unit and that unit are dead. So, yep. 1, they don't get to the front well. 2, the unit holding will block the retreat more and I lose more units. Nah. I mean, each to their own. If you prefer that, I mean, if you think it works better, go for it, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I personally just think that having my holding unit in formation and cycling through that is a lot better. And that's what I will do. Or that's what I will continue to do, I should say. The only time I don't have them in formation holding is if I'm, you know, trying to push forward or they're taking too much damage and I need to charge them in. But if I have the opportunity to have them hold in formation, I will do that. I'm saying I do, but that could be because of the skill. Yeah, it depends. It depends how you cycle as well. If you have to be picture perfect on your cycle to lose no one. And even then, actually, it's probably impossible to lose no one. You will always lose maybe like 5 men or so. It just depends. And it also depends how much your cycled unit has pushed forward. Like, if your unit is holding and your cycled unit pushes past the full hold and they just start cutting through the enemy too much, then when you try to pull them back, yeah, they are going to take more damage. But yeah, look at that. So, the Cav cleaned up there. They actually did lose a decent amount on their Rome2Better Cav. I think it was full health, right? And I think they lost most of the units on getting rid of that. But that's also because they had Archer Fire. Yep, they have Archer Fire there. So let's see, how many archers do they... Why is the... Okay, no, never mind. They do have an infantry unit there. Sword Hairband charging in. I mean, charging the Sword Hairband is honestly fair enough because they're a pretty good unit to hold. Did he get the formation off? Yes, he did. The attacker got his formation off. So what that does is, as you can see, plus 10 attack against infantry, the extra entity mass, and the shield defense. So it's going to make him tankier against all the incoming projectiles. And he gets bonus attack against enemy infantry. Sword Hairband are winning that fight though, so that's great. That's good to see for the defenders. The Archer over here not doing anything yet. How many archers do they have though? They only have those 2? No, they do have 3, 4... Okay, they do have a couple other units of archers over here. This unit has used up half its ammo. Okay, 180 kills for that? Fair enough. And I think these were dueling the enemy archers. But yeah, because they have the wall, even if it was a 2v1, they're still going to do really well. Because a lot of the enemy archer fire is just going to hit the wall and bounce off. So it's completely down to the final stand, and this could be what wins them the battle. Last tower over here getting some last minute kills for the defenders. If we have a look at the man count, the attackers are down to 3,500, defenders are down to 3,800. So yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. They could win this. Yeah, that always happens to me. Yeah, you just have to be careful. You have to micro it very carefully. Now over here, what do we have? Berserkers and Nobles Baby Swords. Okay. Oh! Artillery fire coming in. So they do have a final stand, but the artillery has more than half it. Oh, it has about half its ammo. Oh, this final stand is gonna hurt. If they get a single shot into here, that's gonna be half their pike and half their spear unit gone. If the enemy charge into melee, they probably won't use the archer there and try to use the archer on the reserves. But we'll see. They could also gen snipe. Using the artillery, they could go to try and blow up one of the generals. And you saw what happens. When a general dies, units are gonna hurt. Archers are firing. They had 50 kills. Honestly, getting 50 kills from a unit that lost half its ammo from the unit dying, not bad at all. At least they're gonna do something with the remaining ammo. They should make the walls of this destroyable. At least let you use siege towers on the back wall. Yeah. No, it's meant to be a final stand, though. Like, that's the point. This is a final stand, you know. It's a decent final stand. It's not the greatest, though. And if you pull back to this final stand, you have to have enough range to make it worthwhile. If you don't have enough range, they can just sit back and pepper you. Matiska, why are the attackers not destroying the buildings? Let's see, actually. Does he have Berserker? Does he have Vandal Raider Cav? He does? Okay. So he's got his Vandal Raiders. They do have Raider, as you can see. And he's trying to burn stuff down. Does he not have Fire at Will on? I'm pretty sure if you don't have Fire at Will on, they won't even throw the burnables. I'm not sure. Well, we just have to see. But he is trying, because he has a unit like this facing here, you can tell he's trying to burn it down. His shock cab is injured. Honestly, the defenders shouldn't worry that much about the cab at this point. Not with pikes and spears. With your pikes and spears, you don't really need to worry about the cab, and there's no way for them to get outflanked as well. Focus more on the enemy archers. The enemy archers are their biggest threat, okay? The attacking archers are the biggest threat to the defenders, along with the artillery, and then the pikes. Anything else, if the pike stack here, will be able to hold decently well against. Especially with support from the axes, etc. Ooh, they got Royal Astroteons here. Let me actually see. How are the Royal Astrotones? Yes, they have, okay, they have really good armor, defense, health. So yeah, if you want to hold the line, you use the Royals. Your Sword Hairband are way better on attack. Yeah, raiding units don't rely on fire at will. I'm not sure what's the logic behind them raiding. They sometimes destroy everything, sometimes they just set the wall. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they do, because like they should be throwing. They should be throwing their little fire thingies. Maybe you should just move them to a different part of the settlement and see if they burn or not. Usually I don't have too much of a problem with it, but I think you can also order them to attack the building. Like, I'm pretty sure you can click attack on it and force them to burn. I'm not sure though. I'd have to go and see. These are stuff that I know instinctively, but I don't remember, you know, off the bat. Like, when I'm playing, I'll instinctively do it or know to do it. But, yeah. Oh, look at this. Crossbow's moving out. He may get the crossbow. Oh, yeah, he may get the crossbow via. See if he has range and try fire, you know, point blank. Kill some royals, kill some archers or something. Okay, he's setting up his pikes. Now, he knows his pikes are going to get focused down. Oh, wait, no, actually, this unit is still firing some... 230 kills, though? Nice. Oh, yeah, this unit's firing at the enemy archers. Even though they are in loose formation, they're not firing back, and for every man they lose... Even though, yeah, they're losing less men, obviously, than if they were in tight formation, and it's costing the defenders more ammo, but that also means they're losing ammo. Every man that dies, they lose ammo. These pikes are, yeah, they're down to the 40 men. They're gonna break soon. Yeah, there we go. They're breaking. They're broken, but they haven't shattered. They'll shatter though with another volley or two. Oh! Look at that. Big arty hit. These Thracian warriors, so these are the Visigothic elites. They're not Oathsworn, but they're still very, very good. And yeah, they're down by 60 men on that unit. This unit's down by 60. That's 120 of the units killed. What they should do, because the attacker is targeting them, is they should have had them spread out in loose formation. Or had them spread out here in loose formation. Just do whatever you can to minimize the losses to the artillery. If attackers don't destroy the enemy infantry with their artillery, they're going to lose. Yeah. Possibly. I mean, they're getting a nice archer shot here. It just depends on if they have enough infantry. Because the attacker does have a lot of noble Swaby swords still. Lots and lots of noble Swaby swords, a couple units of berserkers. And he also has his pikes. Then again, they do have... Okay, they have one unit of royals, they have 2 pikes. Remember though guys, the pikes need support. If they're unsupported, they will lose straight up in melee combat. That's why, for those of you guys who play Rome 2, you know they say no pike stacking allowed in Rome 2? We don't care. I allow pike stacking, I allow push through. Why? Because pike stacking is not overpowered. Pike stacking works well because, you know, mechanically it makes sense, you know? Like, yes, your pikes are there, some men are going to run through. Having a unit in front stops your pikes engaging in melee and allows them to keep poking. So it allows the pike stack to be effective and forces the attacker to use different strats to get rid of it. But even with the pike stack, you're still going to cut through the unit in front and eventually cut through the pikes. And then obviously push through is very, very, very deadly, okay? 99% of the time, if a player tries to push through in Attila, they're just going to lose all their units. If it's a very good player now doing it, so like let's say I'm doing a push through or even Iron, I think he knows how to do it correctly, I'm not sure though. We'd have to see him actually do one. But if you have a good player doing a push through, it's still going to cost them units. Even though they know how to do it correctly and they know the best way to minimize losses, if they try to push through 3 units on a single unit, they're still probably going to lose 1 full unit, and the other 2 units will get through but injured. But it can be worthwhile if you outnumber the opponent by a lot and you need to get through a critical choke point or a unit or something, and you can't afford to just sit there and continue grinding it down, the push through can work. Just depends though. But yeah, look at this. This is good to see for the the defenders. Not good for the attackers, but for the defenders, this is good to see. 40 men left in that unit, 45 men left in that unit. They've lost most of their ammo. Even though it looks like this unit has half its ammo, it doesn't have half of a full archer unit of ammo. It's barely got that. It's got more like 1/8 or something of their ammo. They do still have 2 archers back here though with full ammo, and they have the crossbow. These 2 units though have lost quite a lot. So yeah, the defenders could pull this off. If we look at the unit counts, attackers are down to 2,700 men. Defenders are down to 3k. Defenders have lost about 3,500 men in total. The attackers have lost about, I would say, about 3,500 as well. So yeah. Actually, I decided to use Berserkers to push through to compensate my lack of skill. I mean, yeah, Berserkers work well. Berserkers, or units that go Berserk, they actually get rid of pike stacks absolutely beautifully. They can go and cut through a pike stack really, really well. Now what this guy should do is push this extra unit of Francisca here, man, put them in formation, and stack them on the back part of the pikes. They're losing their pikes here. This unit is down to 77 men. The spears also are down, but you need to try cover them. You need to try protect these pikes, because these pikes are going to do all the damage for you. These archers are thankfully nearly out of ammo, but still, you need those pikes. You need the pikes because if it comes down to an infantry grind fest, 1, you need some ammo to deal with the enemy pikes. 2, you need your pikes to kill so much of the enemy that you can actually pull off a win. These pikes are pretty healthy still, luckily, and these Thracian warriors are pretty healthy, and I'm pretty sure the RT is out of ammo. No, he's keeping 1 artillery shot in case he needs it for blowing up some massive stack. Like, honestly, if he gets a really good shot in here, Royal Astrotones, Thracian warriors, and Germanic pikes, he could do a ton of damage over here. But yeah, this Pizza, you were asking about you put cycle charging units. So Danny's Thracian warriors here are charged all the way forward. Because they were so far forward past their own front line, if he tried to pull them out, he would lose more than he should have. I mean, he could still pull them out, but yeah, he would have lost a little bit more. Archers are firing point blank into these men. I just hope they remember to conserve some ammo for the enemy archers, because they have two units plus the crossbow. They have 3 units of full ammo archers basically, and you don't want them to have that and sit back and shoot at you while you're stuck. So keep some ammo on this unit, keep some ammo on this archer, and oh wait, yeah, that's actually pretty much all the archer ammo they have left. So please, I know you want to get some easy kills on the infantry, but please keep some archer ammo, please. Otherwise, it's gonna hurt later on. It's gonna hurt when your pikes are unprotected and these archers are just cutting through them. The archer micro is getting hurt by all the stuff he needs to focus on. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think micro... You see, what a lot of people... So, Peter, okay, you do this as well, and Weasel has started trying to do it a lot, is he tries to archer dodge too much. I mean, I think your archer dodge is a lot better. I don't think you... I mean, I don't know if you overdo it, but usually I don't see it continuously being done. You do it here and there where it can help a decent amount, maybe. But what Weasel does, he archer dodges so much that it just costs him the entire unit of archers, and he gets like no kills out of them anyway. Now over here, because the archer's in loose formation, it's gonna cost like 2 times the ammo anyway. So it's not terrible, honestly. The archer still got some decent kills. And yeah, he is microing a lot, so you know what, fair enough. I'm not gonna blame him there. And again, he used up this archer ran out of ammo, this archer ran out of ammo, this archer ran out of ammo, this archer has lost a decent amount of ammo. Just killing those 2 archers because they were in loose formation, so yeah. I don't know if I can win the archer fight. It's not even that, it's whether the dodge is going to be worthwhile or not. Because if the enemy have more ammo or they have enough ammo, and you just lose the units, you're still losing ammo. Remember that. Even if your archer says it has full ammo, And after archer dodging one entire, let's say I 1v1 you, archer v archer. I use up all my ammo, you lose half your units, you've still lost half your archer ammo, and with archers having such low morale, that unit can still break very easily if they lose a little bit more, or, you know, something happens, a morale shock happens. So, that can still be very costly to you. There we go. What is this? Rome2Better Cav charging straight into the Royal Astrotones, getting some good kills, even though it's point blank, head first into a unit in formation. It is Shock Cav, this is Attila. Anyway, we have the Rome2Better swords charging up, they're going to support, they're going to help cut through these Royals. Royals are going to die, but yeah, they're just holding here, I don't really know for what, they probably should have kept them back. But yeah, you still have the pikes and the spears over there. On this side, these archers are 200 kills. Getting really nice kills over here. I don't think Iron Fist even cares about his pikes. He's just trying to bleed ammo. And honestly, fair enough. Fair enough. Especially since he does have 2 units of archers with ammo, and he has a crossbow. When the defenders are out of ammo, this crossbow is going to move up. It's going to sit point blank here and get for like 400 kills just shooting everything in the face. And the defenders have to either take that or they have to charge out. If they charge out, they give up their defensive position. How would you play this if you were the attacker right now? I mean, honestly, he's playing it fine. The only difference is... So... There's... what? Is this just one pike? Yeah, it's the Gothic pikemen over here and the Royal Astrotones fighting. So right now, I don't think the pikes are even killing, are they? Yeah, they're getting barely anything. The Royals are too far forward. The Royals are taking the whole fight. He has his own unit of pikes here. A bunch of depleted swords. It's just one pike unit. He does have Palatina defectors. I mean, he could try a push through. Honestly, what I would try to do, I don't know. It depends. It depends. It really depends. Maybe just, honestly, probably just continue bleeding all the archer ammo. They're nearly out. Half ammo there, but this archer is down 60 men, so it's less than half. Probably like 1/4 or 1/3 ammo there. This unit is down to like a 1/4 ammo. They're still shooting over here. But yeah, this is gonna change a lot, guys. So if you look at the balance of power right now, it's about even. 1600 to 2500. But remember, this is gonna change with these 2 archers now firing and his crossbows. 3 full units of ammo. The defenders have no ammo to counter that. That's gonna hurt a lot. Ian always tells me he thinks pikes are very meh. He's not. Yeah, he's right. Pikes are very meh. Most of the time, you're not going to see pikes get a lot of kills. I'm pretty sure if you look at all these scenarios, so if anyone here who's watched most of my battles on Attila, and I always go through the stats at the end, you're probably going to see pikes in like most of the games getting under 100 kills. I don't know how many games the pikes actually got like over 100 or 200 kills. You probably never see that. Just because the pikes, 1, either they always get targeted and shot, or 2, if they're in melee, they just get like destroyed anyway because they don't have a unit shielding for them, or the shielded unit is wiped out, or you know, whatever. That and pikes are just not as strong as they are in Rome 2. They can be good, they're very helpful, especially against the AI, but most human players are not going to struggle too much. That's why when I see a Rome 2 player come to Attila, like I forget that guy that was there for the Paris scenario. He was like, oh my god, they're pike stacking, what am I meant to do? Pikes aren't that good. So hearing him complain about that was kind of funny for me. Look at the, oh, this pikeman, oh my god. Yep, Daniel's pikes are dead. Do they have infantry to take over the front? Oh, the Cav's coming in! Oh, these Thracian warriors are gonna get charged by Cav. Unless they, no, they're gonna try to run the Cav around. I mean, that's a decent charge. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, maybe they can plug the gap. But they're taking a lot of damage. I mean, luckily the archers were already nearly out of ammo still. Losing the Thracian warriors, I think they did have like 100 something men. They may break, they may shatter. Gothic Palatina defectors there. Both the archers broke. Remember, army losses are also something to be careful of. Cav getting more kills, more infantry charging forward. This could be, I don't know. This is bad. This is bad. And they're charging in more. They're gonna try and keep this. They're gonna try and get. Yep. Noble Sweeping Swords into the side of the Gothic Palatina Defectors. They need to charge in more. This okay, the Cav has got one guy. Just kill it and send everything else. Don't let them push through here. Reinforce this front line. Take over this choke. Don't let them take it from you or you are screwed. That already cost you a lot. Because, yeah, your Thracian Warriors, you need them to get like 200 plus kills each. And that unit is breaking. Okay, there we go, there we go. Warcry was dropped on them to drop morale, but they did pop head-ons, so they won't break. He's going to try to get them out instead. Get your general nearby so they get the buffs from general alive and general nearby. The enemy general is also nearby. He's also trying to provide morale to his men. Woo! Tharshey, if I charge Scatter into Pikes, what's the chance they'll kill the Pikes when Berserk, or will I need to? I don't know. Try it. If they're Berserk and they charge in themselves, they'll probably cut through the Pikes really well, actually. But if you're charging in the full unit, they will take damage on the charge, and may even lose depending if the Pikes are supported or not. And also depends on how wide the Pikes are, like how many layers of Pikes are in the formation. Okay, there we go, there we go. Get the Palatina Defectors to the front, and then cycle with your Heerban. Cycle with your Thracian Warriors. Oh, please, be careful though, don't charge out too much. Don't charge out too much to where the Cav is going to get a charge in on you. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh no. Careful, careful, you're going to get hit in the back. Okay, he got them out pretty safely. Okay, that's why they sacrificed. Oh, it was the depleted Thracian Warriors that were holding them back. That's what allowed them to pull everything else back. Get them into formation, put them on here. Put the infantry on here, use up all their throwables as quickly as you can. Yep, there we go. This unit's getting their throwables off. As soon as the throwables are down, get them into position and get these guys into Testudo. Come on. That was nasty? Yeah, that was. I was sending all my skirmishes forward. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Get your crossbows up. Get those oh, he's using his crossbows. He's arcing the shots. He's arcing the shots into the side. I guess he prefers the side shot over here than getting them over here. Especially since then they could be targeted by throwables. But he could just cover that by putting one unit forward, I guess. Still, they have recovered. Get these guys into formation. Get the Francisca here behind. I'm not sure why the Francisca are taking over the front line. There we go. They're charging them down. Okay. Just be careful you don't overextend. That could be bad. The Elite Germanic Archers here have 150 kills. And you see, that's the thing. Because the defenders ran out of ammo, the Germanic Archers were able to just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. Thracian Warriors here down to 90 men. They lost a lot just to the Archer fire. The other Archer, where is it? Or is this it? I'm not sure. The other Archer may have died, or this could be it. But the crossbows are still very healthy. They could win this. The defenders could... Oh, maybe not. 4 units here of just Archers. Push the Archers forward. Push all the Archers forward. These Pikes are by themselves in a Pike fight. But the Pikes here are on the front line. Push all your Archers forward here. Let them charge in. Some of them are going to get into the front line of the Pikes and start dealing with that. If you can kill off these Pikes or cause them to break, that's going to help you a lot and allow your Pikes to do a lot better. You just need bodies. Protect your Pikes. Send in the Archers. They're not doing anything else. I know you need to be careful of your army losses, but for now you're fine. Both your generals are alive. Use those Archers. Let them do something. Thracian Warriors. Only 30 kills, 40 kills. They have 80 men. They need to get a ton of kills with these Thracian Warriors. You have a general in the front line. Get those Thracian Warriors cycle charging. Get them killing. The problem is this crossbow. 140 kills. And they have so much of ammo. I think the attackers will win just with the crossbow alone. Let's see. 800 men on the attacker side, 1,500 on the defenders, but most of that is Archers. 1,500 with, what's that, 150, basically 300, 600, 900 of them being Archers. So they only have about, what, 600 infantry? 600 infantry against about 800? No, I mean, there's one full Archer, but the crossbow... Oh! Oh, what happened to the crossbows? Hold up! Oh my god! Was that the last volley or two from the Archers? Ooh! Because these crossbows had racked up 150 kills and they had so much of ammo. But now that they lost 100 men in the unit, that ammo left is not actually nearly 3/4 ammo full. They've lost so much of ammo. If that was the archers, you see, that is why I said they needed to make sure they keep ammo to deal with the crossbows and to deal with the enemy archers. Maybe they win this. Maybe they win this. The problem is it's a Vandal Warlord. That Cav can get a lot of kills. Look at him. He's at 8. Yeah, he hasn't lost a single man. Or he's lost 2 men and he's got 80 kills. And he can just keep cycle charging. Oh no, your Germanic nobles, your general, what is he doing? What is he doing? Oh, the Cav is going to maneuver. Yeah, get a nice charge into the side. Oh no. Send another unit. Send an archer. Send this archer forward. Let it take over the front line. Pull out your general. What are you doing? Send the archers. These archers are out of ammo. Send them forward. Let them take over the front line. Pull out your general. Cycle charge with the Thracian warriors. Have 3 archer units there in the front line. Have one of the Palatina defectors also holding. Put them in formation though, so that you have some backbone against the Cav. And then cycle charge with the Thracian warriors. Gothic pikemen here are doing decent. Both units are exhausted. Send the archers forward, help them win the fight there, or send them over to this side. Oh my god. The only actual infantry they have is the Germanic nobles. The half-health Thracian warriors, and the remaining defectors. I think the one general's dead.
The enemy general is fallen.
Oh? Yep. Oh, that is the defender general dead. Oh no. It was, yeah, if those are Royal Persian archers, they probably would do well enough at melee to win this fight. Honestly. So long as they hadn't, I mean, they lost 1 general, but I guess if it's the other guy that has all the units, it could be enough. Crossbows have only picked up another 30 kills, but still, they needed to kill that crossbow fully. Still, the amount of damage they did to it helped a lot. I do think Iron is going to win 2 in a row, and there's going to be no field battle, which sucks, because I would love to see a field battle, but I don't think there will be. Oh, General coming in, beautiful charge here. Using the archers finally to tank a little bit off the damage. He's going to pull out, but he may start losing a couple men. No, not really. He lost 2. He lost 2. Yeah, just let the archers take the hit. Let your infantry do the damage. Push all these archers. Get these archers here. Let them fight with these infantry. I mean with the spikes. Get all these archers just to take off the front line and run these pikes over. Honestly, you need the pikes here because of the Cav. You need the pikes here. Still with thy forked tongue, no field battle. I want field battle. Field battles are where you see proper skill. Field battles are where you see proper skill and you get to see micro. Fast-paced. Bless me, sorry about that, guys. Stop you, Chaos. Oof. Oh yeah, he's trying to cover his general. Makes sense. That's literally the only infantry unit they have left. That's the depleted defectors, and I think the Thracian warriors somewhere. Oh, Thracian warriors are moving over to the other side. Okay. Please use your archers on the other side as well. Yeah, honestly, swap this around, guys. So, okay, you have 2 archers there, fine. Take these 4 archer units, plug them in here, let them do all the fighting against this pike, especially since he's moving all these units over. Send all the archers over here. The archers will hold. They will do some damage, whatever. Just send them over here and let them fight those pikes. If you want to, send the defectors over as well to support. Send the Thracian warriors and send the pikes. This way you need those pikes to deal with the general, or the general is going to win the fight for him. If he didn't have the general, I would say the defenders could win this. Maybe defenders are worried about army loss and I think are winning on time. 10 minutes? Maybe. But I think the attacking player is too experienced to let himself lose on time. Even if he has nothing left, he'll try and push through at the end. The thing is, he is very low on inf, right? So he has 1 Swaby Sword with 70, 1 with 20, 1 Berserker with 66. That's all the inf plus the pikes. The defenders also are very low. They only actually have their gen, this with 40, and the Thracian warriors. If honestly, what you do is, if you want, push up the Thracian warriors, put them on this wall, let them throw their throwables into the pikes. I'm not sure why they're not doing that. Let them use the throwables, let them injure the pikes, send a couple archers in. Even if, I mean, you kind of have to risk it. You kind of have to risk it. It's that or the general is going to keep cycle charging. He should put one of these infantry on the front line though. Let one of them take over the front line and then cycle charge with the gen, and it's even safer. But if he just keeps charging in and pulling out before they recover, he'll still be fine. Yeah. This is a close one. Maybe they are going for the time win. Iron's nearly out of ammo. Still 300 kills. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that, boys. Even with the unit losing so much, they still pulled off another 150 kills. 330 kills with the crossbows. They should have... I told them... I said they should have kept some ammo. If they kept just a little bit of extra ammo, they could have wiped the whole crossbow unit out. They would have saved like 300 lives. Those 300 lives could be thrown away at the general instead. Also, the attacker is... his morale is... it's hurt. Yeah, they're low. There you go, another charge coming from the gen. Now, if they catch this gen, if they kill the attacking gen, they can win this definitely. They do have a defending tower, yeah, as well. The only problem is the tower has got horrible accuracy at this range, because it's trying to shoot from here and hit troops that it can't even really see. So that it's not the greatest thing, not the greatest thing. Oh, they have, yeah, some throwables from the Thracian warriors. What were they throwing it at? Were they trying to throw it at the gen? It's gonna throw at these archers. Nah, that was a mistake. They should have used it over here on the pikes. Use it on the pikes and pull that pike unit. If that pike unit gets pulled over here, that could be enough to win them the fight. Oh, Germanic archers broke. Go in for the charge with the Thracian warriors. Yes. How many kills does it have? 64. Come on, pick up some kills. Pick up some kills. Vandal berserkers are berserk. If he cycles now and the berserkers chase, that could be very bad for him if they catch. It could be very bad for the attacker if the berserkers just get swarmed. Yes, send in the archer hordes. Send in the archer hordes. Oh, this is a close one. Please, defenders, win this. Give me my field battle. I want my field battle. General is not really going to get a great charge off though through all his own men and uphill. I mean, he's still going to get kills though. Vandal Warlord nearly 200 kills. He's only lost 9 men. As their general broke. Oh, the defending general broke. Oh, the attacker's got this. The attacker's got this. Oh, it's, yeah. He routed. He is shattered. Only the 2 archers holding back. They're going to get cut through now. Yep, the Noble Swaby Swords and the Vandal Berserkers alone would probably cut through the rest of it. I told you, they needed that pike. They needed that pike unit here to hold, because this general picked up like 200 kills. If the pike was there, the general would not be able to charge in. The Thracian warriors, the pike, and the Palatina defectors would have been enough to hold. And the archers could have dealt with the enemy pike. Because all you need is bodies. Lots of bodies, they would have pushed through, they would be fighting the pikes in melee. And remember, it doesn't matter that they're archers, pikes have horrible stats. Okay? They have 11 attack, they have 16 attack, 11 damage, 8 armor, 37 defense only, okay? The archers, Not much better. 13 attack, 11 damage, 9 defense, 10 armor. Basically, but 2 full units of archers against 1 half health pike, they would have been fine, okay? That pike could have held on this side, and it would have been enough to hold along with the other remaining troops. But yeah, it's gonna end, unless they somehow survive for 5 minutes, which I don't see happening. The general himself can kill everything remaining. Yep, 300 men, okay. Yeah, that's it. Yes, you go, Iron. And that is the end for Rome2Better. Rome 2 was in fact not better. Oh, he's gonna move his pikes. He's gonna try get them over here, maybe? But they're walking, and now they're gonna get caught out from behind, and that's gonna break them. They don't have great morale. 16 morale left. The unit can just come here. Unless, wait guys, there's a chance, right? The watchtower snipes the general dies, and his entire army shatters. When we go back to the other chat, you're gonna hear them all talking about what could have happened, but yeah. No field battle for me. And that's gonna have Rome2Better going into the losers brackets. They still have a chance at coming into the semifinals and the final, but I guess we'll see. Yep. Oh, general's behind. He's going to execute the remainder of this defense. Oh, I think the pike's broke. Yep, pike shattered. And that is the end of the defense. Oh, wait. The 80 men that we saw as well, it's the moderator's unit. Tharshey ready for the field battle? Yeah, I would do. I want the field battle, yeah. So this is the moderator's unit of 80, which means absolutely nothing, unfortunately, for them. So yeah, they were actually 80 men short, lower, even when we thought they had a little bit more. Oh, that's a nice battlefield. Lots and lots of dead bodies.
Their victory point is
Look at that man.
ours.
There we go, boys. Let's have a look at the stats, and then we'll go and see what the teams have to say. So for the attackers, he won a solo attack against 2 defenders. 330 on the RT, 200, 200, 355 on his gen, 335 on his crossbow, about 150 on all his archers. Yeah. Noble Swaby Swords, obviously, a lot of them been great. 437 on that, 215 there. Berserkers, a couple of them doing really good as well. 160, 130, 220. If we look at the defenders, Brixus' archers doing really solid. 300, 170, 170. This unit getting 66. That hurts to see. A unit of Francisca, this was the one that was charged by the Cav, I think, getting 0 kills. That definitely hurts. Sword here, van not really pulling their weight. Twins of Royals that fought did good. This one probably got cycled or shot to death. Danny, yeah, his archers actually doing really good. 400, basically 350, 250, 160. His Thracian warriors each needed to get 200 plus kills, not managing that at all. Guarding penalty defectors held okay. Falksman doing alright, but again, they just did get shot, and his pikes basically doing nothing. Again, pikes, no 30 kills there, 50 kills there from total in pikes. 756 kills from the pikes over there. But yeah, let's go and have a look and see what they have to say.
Loses the semifinal, goes into the loser bracket semifinal.
But no, King, before that, the one like before that, because I think that two can go to like the losers bracket, but I think that like one will only Like,
No, there's two
like
spots.
one team.
There's 2 spots.
Then how is that one gonna work exactly?
What do you mean?
But because there will be like four teams battling, the actual bracket. But in
Yeah.
when the loser bracket, there will be one more team advancing as well. So that's what I'm
400
asking.
kills on those
How
guys?
that will work.
Oh, damn it.
I don't understand what you're confused about.
Anyway, I just wanted to say GG, well played to everyone. Iron, congrats. I really wanted you to lose that match, so I got a field battle, but no field battle, unfortunately.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
fight.
Field battle
Tragic.
for
It
you,
was.
Tharshey.
I wanted to see it. But yeah, thanks you everyone for dropping by for the stream, and I will see you guys next stream, whether it's Ruse, whether it's
All right.
Warhammer 3, or Attila.